we're live.
We're live.
Oh, make sure it's we are. Oh, I can't. Oh, it has to be public on our page, I'm pretty sure. Okay. Go ahead with the spiel.
Welcome to Twisted Tavern Tuesday. We are
Jeremy
and Chris.
Somebody's ringtone's on.
Yep. Twisted Hooks Fishing Team.
That's right.
We're starting out with, I'm going to pause for a second. We're starting out with a little bit different intro here. So bear with us and let us work out the kinks. Yeah?
Yeah.
We're here as a voice for the normal kayak angler to help with kayak setups, what to do, what not to do, and to talk about things to help you be a better kayak angler.
That's right.
That's right. My bro came up with that intro, and it's perfect.
I mean,
it's perfect.
I don't know about perfect.
Yeah, it's perfect. Perfect for us.
It's something.
It's, thank you. Thank you, sweetheart. Absolutely, it's perfect. It's a perfect description of who we are, what we like about kayak angling. We love to help other people. We like to let them know the mistakes that we've made so that they don't have to do that. You know what I mean? And to share the successes that we've had. Hey, this works. You know what I mean? Very similar to like what Jeremy Self does.
That's right.
Which y'all keep that name in mind.
Jeremy Self.
For later, because you will hear it again.
You know what I don't have going live from our page?
What's that?
Is our comments.
This
is our first time actually going live from the page, not our account.
Right.
And a lot of what we do is interacting with you guys because that's what we're really here for. We like to talk to people about what they're doing.
Right.
And I don't see any comments. What is wrong with this thing?
Like I said, this is a new format that we're using. I'm just gonna keep talking as if we are live.
Keep talking.
Yeah.
Oh, we're live.
Yeah.
We're live. We just don't have the comments.
Okay.
For some reason.
So we're just gonna keep rolling.
Sure.
As if.
I guess if you leave comments, I'll reply to them after the show or something.
I don't know. How are we gonna interact with folks?
I don't know. I don't like it.
There's 7 viewers watching.
Right. There's 7 people.
Which is better than 0.
How do we get comments on the video? Wonder if it's on my phone.
Like I said, new format, different deal.
There are comments on the phone. How come I can't see them on the computer?
Is the phone on the page or?
Maybe.
Get a good chuckle. Hey, this is a great opportunity if you need a drink to go make it.
Hey, look.
Yeah.
You should already have your damn drink.
Yeah. But if you are like me and drink it quickly, then now's a good time to go get another one.
So.
Or go get 3 and just have
We are live. The comments.
There they are.
Where?
Right there.
No.
Oh, no.
That is not it.
Nope.
Live, people. There we go. Let's see what happens.
That looks more like...
Hey!
Hey!
I fingered it out.
Yeah. Big brain on Jeremy.
So, Jason, Ma, Ryan, hi.
What's up, guys?
Got Barry and JJ.
What's up, Uncle Joe?
Yeah. Oh, we got Big Mitchum.
What's up, Big Mitchum?
There we go.
It's
all
DJ.
Right.
Whoa, he said it's DJ.
What?
Scroll back.
Who's DJ?
Scroll back up to Big Mitchum.
What's up, fellas? It's DJ. Oh, he's probably on somebody else's account. He said he didn't have a Facebook account.
Who's DJ?
DJ from work.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I was talking to him today about the show, and he's like, well, I'm going to have to create a Facebook account just to watch y'all. So DJ. What's up, man?
What's up, DJ? D Jizzle.
All right. we got people coming in.
Chris Marks, what's up? George Evans. Tiffany Watson.
Yeah.
Key. I'm the furthest from the thing. I know I'm wearing glasses, but I still can't see very good. Okay, so as most of you guys know, we came up with a new intro. We just said that. At the beginning of the show, we always do a cheers. So we're going to do that now. So,
My brother.
Cheers.
Cheers to y'all.
Indeed. That deserves 2 drinks.
We like seeing or hearing about what you're drinking in the comments if you want to drop that in there too.
Yeah. Went a little bit different today. I didn't stop off. I was running a little bit behind, so I didn't stop off and get my Yingling. So I've actually joined Jeremy with a Jack drink.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
We're just hoping Chris makes it through the show.
Yeah. Oh, I'll make it to the show. Whether I make it to work is a different story. I'm just kidding. Stacy, if you're watching, I'll be there, dude. I promise. It's a joke. It's a joke.
Yeah.
So you want to get started?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, let's.
You want to see if we do Trinity, or you just want to jump into?
No. We have made some changes to the studio.
Yep. As you can see.
I mean, that's what we're calling it, the studio.
He did these changes, y'all.
Let us know if we're looking better, if you like the lighting a little better, if you like the background a little better. It's different. We're trying every week. We try to improve a little bit here. Okay.
Yeah.
I dig it. I mean, I think I did the hard work, and then my beautiful wife, she's the one that makes everything look good. So she's been out here doing all kinds of stuff. Even repainted my old Jeep to look like Army, and it's got what we call this joint and his joint between the two of us, Twisted Hooks headquarters.
THHQ.
That's right. Ryan says a quart of chocolate milk. That's what you're drinking?
Has it got vodka in it?
I mean, good lord. Yeah. They go chocolate Russian?
Yeah, chocolate Russian, bro. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Those things are good, but you gotta be careful with them. Because they are too good, if you know what I mean.
I need to turn this down because I'm sure that's going to echo on the mic. Shut up. Alright, I don't need to hear myself talk. Hopefully you can hear us well. I've repositioned the mic, and we're still working on the camera upgrade, but we're trying to make what we got work as good as it can with the camera that we have.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Ryan is just straight chocolate milk tonight.
DJ says you always will do all the hard work with tour sidekick.
With your sidekick.
With your sidekick.
He's talking about me. I know exactly what Uncle Joe is.
Yeah?
Talking about.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
All right.
He said you will always do the hard work with your sidekick.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Appreciate it. Appreciate it, Dunk. Appreciate you, bro.
He might have more of the drink he drank than we have already. Yeah?
Yeah. Good. Possible. It's possible.
Ryan says no alcohol.
No alcohol.
Maybe on the weekend.
Yeah.
Ma says we look good, but, you know, Ma always says that. Ma, you're a little skewed on your opinion.
What's up, Matt?
We were supposed to have a guest.
Yeah.
They might be running late, so, you know, the things happen.
It does.
So it might run in that family.
I drank the 5th.
Yeah, you drank the 5th.
I drank the 5th.
All right.
Yeah.
So I don't see him Trinity on yet either. Hey, Jeremy. Yeah, I did get in the mail. So let me tell. Okay, so
Yeah.
look, Ron brought us to a good point. A month ago, my dad threw out the challenge of people throwing in some cash or a donation to the tournament we're doing in September, right?
Roger.
Okay.
Yep.
So Ron Biggs in Missouri, family, he has accepted that challenge, and he has mailed a check, which I got yesterday, and I have to cash, and it's going to go straight, like all the donations are going straight to the two families.
Right.
They're not part of the fishing tournament. That's just money going straight to the families. So
Right.
Ron Biggs accepted that challenge, and I think that is awesome. We are very grateful.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks. I know it'll be appreciated by these families that are going through all this that they have to go through. You know what I mean? It's you guys know we talk about it every week, and we will talk about it again at the end of this show.
Yeah, we will at the end of the show.
Yep, at the end of the show. So I guess if we're kind of waiting on Trinity to come in, we're gonna have.
We are both drinking Jack and Coke.
Yep.
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 And I'm smoking the La Gloria Cubana Siriar Maduro. I don't even know if you could see it or not. That's what I'm smoking.
Yeah.
Matt Coughlin asked, what the heck we drinking and smoking tonight?
Oh, yeah?
Yep.
I'm just on your regular old Marlboro Special Blend cigarettes and Jack and Diet Mountain Dew because I'm weird and I like it.
The tournament that we are putting on in September is being held at Madison County Lake here in Alabama.
Yeah.
He wanted to know where it was being held.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, we'll go kind of over that more. We do it every single week, Matt. And we'll do it every single week leading up to it.
He's going to be down here in Bama here sometime soon.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Going to have to take him fishing.
I'm in.
Yep.
Capital INN. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to have Trinity Mueller, if I said that right.
Yep.
With Catch Some Relief, we're going to try to bring him into the onto the show remotely.
I don't think he's on.
And he may not be on yet. He may have had a delay himself. So we're kind of at.
I told him around 7:30.
Right, and I know
we'll schedule.
Right, and we're kind of filling in right now because our schedule is a little bit altered too.
Well, what did we do last weekend?
Well, we got up early Saturday morning and drove about 2 hours to Lake Weiss, down in Center, Alabama, which they spell it CENTRE.
That's how you do things in Center, Alabama.
Yeah. So, didn't know for sure if it was Center or Centre, but it's...
don't try to spice it up now.
Don't try to spice it up. I mean, you are in Alabama. You know what I mean? It's Center, boy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Anyhow, and we were going to dock at this certain spot, and it was closed to the public. So we had to find an alternate ramp right down the road, which was cool because it wasn't that far. And then we trolled up and went fishing.
Well, we actually figured out that was where we had fished last year.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But in our brain, we thought we fished in a different area.
Right.
So it was oddly familiar, yet, our brain just wasn't working.
Right.
So maybe, I don't know. What do you think? Are we going to fish that spot for the tournament, or are we going to go fish somewhere else?
Man, I don't know. I did not have any luck. He caught fish.
One.
Which is better than zero. I ran across, I think, the biggest largemouth I've ever seen in my entire life back in this little pocket.
How do we get back out of this pocket?
Dude, we passed by water moccasins.
We went by some snakes.
Went by a sunken boat.
Yeah.
Somebody had an accident and just left the boat there. It's just chilling in about 4 foot of water.
Yeah.
With the ass end of it sticking up out of the water.
Makes a nice spot for the crappie and bass to hang out.
Yeah, maybe they did it on purpose. Maybe it was an old ass boat. Who knows? But we found it odd because you don't run across that every day.
Not every day.
You probably don't run across that every week.
Maybe not.
I don't think I've ever seen it but once before in my life.
You might run across more sunken boats than you think just because the water's deep enough.
Yeah,
you don't see it sticking its ass out of the water.
Well, that's kind of true too. Maybe ain't no telling what's under
I have no idea.
So,
but
we get past the sunken boat and the water moccasins, and we're over there, and there's this little concrete bridge that's just wide enough for you to fit your...
It's like a culvert sort of thing.
kind of like a culvert just
It's
for
like
the water
square.
to flow. Yeah. And it's just wide enough for you to get your kayak and tall enough for you to get underneath it. And Jeremy's
like
over
sitting down on your deck almost.
Yeah,
you probably didn't get out of your seat.
No,
I sit pretty low. But
yeah.
No, I had to get down on my old ass knees, creaking and hurting.
He had to get down with the get down.
And I had my rod and reel like a joust.
Yeah.
With my line hanging down as a spider web catcher.
Yeah.
Yeah. It caught spiders.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they were on my yak later.
So we're over there, and he's like, I'm like,
it looks great.
It looks great. He's like, bro, this looks great. I'm like, well, let's go. He's like, if you go, I go.
It's like 2 feet.
Yeah. So I'm in.
Right. So we do it.
So we do it. Yeah. 2 feet of water opens up, and as soon as we there's Doc John. As soon as we get past there, we see another water moccasin swimming through. Yeah. So
come on up.
Anyway, We get over there, saw this huge fish, tried to get him to hit. He wouldn't hit. He hit twice, actually, and I couldn't hook him up. So
he's here with his act because it's Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're going to kind of revert back
You
into...
need one of these? Yes.
Absolutely, he does.
Draw a little bullet.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And I don't know if they needed some decor.
Sure.
But I'm on the list, so they're going to check my house for it. So I keep it here.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, the restaurant's closed, so, you know. Right on. We'll find a spot for that.
With the mild blanket, a little atmosphere.
Yeah, there we go.
Perfect.
Good to see you.
You too.
What's up?
What's up?
Everybody out there in TV land?
You're the guest right in
Yeah.
the middle of this man sandwich.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's why I wore my fishing shirt, so they get close to me.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go.
I couldn't find my Tiger King outfit.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, Lord. So, at this time, we're going to introduce Dr. John Boyle to the Tavern Show.
Hold it.
Yeah.
They're paying me to do this.
Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? Isn't that how it works? You got to keep the
logo
label
forward.
out there?
Yeah, that's why it says Twisted Hooks forward.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Boats and hoes, because we ain't getting paid shit.
That's it. Lemon drop.
That's right.
So
We didn't get to cheers, John.
Yeah,
did
no,
we?
we didn't.
Cheers.
Cheers, Doc.
Cheers.
Welcome to the show, Doc. Welcome, sir. Normally, what we do is the guests will give them, a little bit of time to talk about whatever they want to talk about. So it's up to you as to what you want to talk about. Introduce you.
What you got going on?
Name's John. I'm a local chiropractor / outdoorsman. Enjoy everything outdoors pretty much, and then some. Haven't been fishing here lately, but looking forward to it. Trying to survive the coronavirus as everybody else is doing.
Right.
I might have a little different perspective on the hysteria out there with it.
Yeah.
But if you feel a need, you stay safe. You do you, I'll do me.
Right.
Right. Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
what matters.
That's exactly what matters. Absolutely.
But yeah, can't wait for it. I mean, here we are in spring, and we should be having the time of our lives out on the waterways and enjoying life and all this bounty God's put before us. And unfortunately, so many people are surviving.
Right. They
I'll
did.
tell you what, this last weekend, it was like the floodgates opened.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Oh, man.
We,
So we drove an hour south of Guntersville, and you know how many different boat ramps there are on Lake Guntersville. And on our way back, we came back relatively early. We stopped midday, 12 or so. We drove, was it 1 o'clock? What?
someone saying, message me your address if she wants us to donate.
Okay.
Jason and Brandy Lilly.
Make sure you send me a message, not in the comments here, but an actual message, and we'll set that all up after the show.
I didn't mean to
Okay,
interrupt
Jason.
you. I just
Yeah,
wanted to
it's
see
cool.
it as it was scrolling through.
But every boat ramp that we passed on the way back,
There you go. Mom's
there
gonna
was
give it to
a
her.
line
Thanks, Mom.
of boats, of trucks and trailers with kayaks and boats waiting to get on the water.
Oh,
It
when you
was
think about
cra-
the-
It was
crazy.
like 1 o'clock when we went through Guntersville.
Yeah.
The cities and townships tell us they're going to take this property, make it a boat
Oh,
ramp for
yeah.
everybody to use, and the first thing they do is lock it down and force everybody to go to.
Yeah.
The other ones, well, that creates the mass crowding that they're trying to
Oh,
avoid.
yeah.
I don't know, just I know they got a lot of things to think about. That probably is the last one on their minds.
Right.
Unfortunately, some of the secondary side effects.
We've never seen any actually closed where you couldn't use a public ramp. Not in Alabama, anyway.
But
Now,
they-
I know in other states they have shut.
I think things have changed over
Oh,
the last
everything
couple
does.
weeks too. They start seeing like, all right, well, we can do this, we can do that.
And they did reopen the beaches in Alabama this past week to give it a test. I saw it on the news. They were, telling people do the social distancing thing, stay to 6 feet, whatever. Some people were getting creative with it, like creating little squares with seaweed and stuff. Like, this is our little space.
Oh, Lord.
They went a little overboard with it.
I need that one as a crowded beach. Take off my blanket.
But what stuck out to me when we were on our way back from Guntersville was the boats, trucks, and trailers that were at Guntersville.
Yeah.
They didn't have enough spaces.
No.
They were on the sides of the road in the grass.
Yep.
And while we were at Lake Wise, in the beginning of the morning, usually, which is good, that's why we like to go there. There's a couple reasons for that. One, the fish usually bite real early in the morning. That's the main reason. The secondary reason is that you don't have idiots out there. You don't have glitter rockets. You don't have
Why y'all picking on
sea-doos.
me?
Not you, sir. You don't have that, you know, type of atmosphere.
Right.
Well, getting around the 10, 11, 12 o'clock range is when you start getting into that atmosphere. And we talked about, you know, it's about done. The water's getting heavy. I mean, the water was really, there was a bunch of people flying around and this and that and the other.
The wind was coming
The wind
up.
was coming up. I mean, it was just
It got rough.
It got rough. So we started heading back. And man, it was you know, usually in plain, clear, just calm water, I'm getting 4.5 miles an hour with my kayak on high. I'm on high coming back, and I'm doing like 1.2 because of the waves and this and that and the other, and boat fly by you, which is, they're not close, so they're being respectful of you as a kayaker, but the wake that they create in a kayak, you have to position yourself for that.
Right.
You can't be broadsided by that. Or you can.
Yeah. You can.
And you can go for a ride if you want. You know, it's up to you. I personally, I'm going to hit it head on. You know what I mean? I'm just going to be a little safer. I don't want to lose any of the gear that I got all
See,
that.
I like a 45. That's just me. Because I don't like going over that first initial big wake and then water coming over the nose of my kayak as I hit the second one. So.
Yeah, an angle is probably best. But anyway, yeah, the water got crazy, so we loaded up and left. And I think everybody in that area was at this one convenience store, and I think half of them drove twice.
Man. I ain't kidding.
It took.
I walked inside there, and there was 15 people deep in line.
Yeah.
That was like the only gas station close to the water that sold anything of value.
Yeah.
It used to turn me off down at Orange Beach and stuff.
Really?
You go down there, you can't get out, can't do nothing, you're almost locked
Sir
in.
Scott.
That kind of stuff, you know, the overcrowded.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully everybody got out on the water.
Pull them signs out that I picked up at that gas station.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't even put them up yet because we just got them. Check these out. Yeah. Can you see it? Yeah? What does that say? Stand for the flag, kneel for the cross.
That's right.
I mean, if you ain't about that, it might not be about you.
Right.
And then,
Make America great again, again.
boom! Huh?
Again.
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 Do you think how many other politicians would have crumbled with this weight on them? Wow.
100%. Heck yeah.
Yeah.
So
those are going up. That's some things that we kind of, you know, that's kind of how we feel. You don't have to feel that way, but
Just a little too patriotic.
that's just how we are around here. Yeah.
What do they call that? Toxic masculinity.
yeah.
Here's the toxic masculinity.
Right?
Yeah.
Cheers to that.
Girls out there, if there's one thing this crisis should have taught you, if your man can't fish, hunt, he ain't gonna be worth a flip coming to catastrophe. Them skinny jeans ain't gonna get too far.
No. No, not at all.
Yeah.
Nary bit.
My wife's fortunate. Not only do I look good, but I cook good.
Yeah.
Well, see, that's
There
what
you
matters.
go. Yeah.
I don't know if you could tell or not, but I'm not the skinniest guy. That means that I know how to cook some food myself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, if I was skinny, then I'd, you know, you can't be fat and not cook.
No.
It's hard to trust a skinny cook.
Right, that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. Exactly. Absolutely.
Speaking of which, why does my wife always wait till everybody eats before she sits down? Hey, wait a minute.
I mean, that's how I do it. You gotta feed the family before I eat. That's just how I do things. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's been hard not to put a few pounds on in this, though.
Oh, no.
I
You know
bet.
what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, you can't go out or do anything
Right.
except
Yeah.
outdoor stuff.
We started grilling, you know, maybe a little more family time, using it for a positive.
Right.
So, my son was out there directing the grill fest, bless you,
Bless you.
and chefing up some burgers the way he liked them, you know, red pepper and stuff. And at first I was a little nervous because he's heavy-handed with the red pepper.
Yeah.
You know, that jar that sits on there next to the pizza?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he emptied that out on some burgers. I'm like, ooh, buddy. But he was on the mark. They were good.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, he was all about it. You know, you get the passionate cooks. That's when
Right.
he's
Oh, yeah.
passionate about it.
Brad, Josh, Tracy, Scott, thanks for joining. Still don't see Trinity. Got 18 people watching.
Some of y'all need to turn your cameras off because we can see you.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Yeah. Chris Marks is on.
Nice.
Yeah. Well, I guess that's it.
Yeah.
Hopefully Trinity comes up here soon.
Hopefully so. If it's alright, I'll just start, or you can, either which one, doesn't matter. Talk about his stuff. Or if you want to get to that yet, or no?
Oh, Trinity's here.
There we go.
There we go. Well, I think we should bring him on first.
There we go.
And then you can get the. Wait a minute. That's not what I want. No, I guess I got to do it from my phone.
I like this.
It's pretty cool, yeah?
Yeah?
Nice little set.
They've been really busy over here, man.
Yeah.
Alright. How do I.
Looks cool.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Shoot, he don't do anything halfway, does he?
No. Mm-mm.
Oh, I didn't see that.
It doesn't even let me do it. Like, the tutorial said that I could do it. Sorry about that, y'all. Trying to figure it out.
Scott says he should have all of his electronics set up tomorrow. He's going to do a video, well, minus the Helix fish finder that he's got to buy.
Right?
That's cool. You going with the Helix,
Whoops.
Scott? We both like them. We both got the Helix.
I think so. He was talking to a guy about a Helix 10. Right?
Yeah.
Alright. But he was going to get a really good deal on it. Alright.
It's kind of weird watching what you just do.
Oh, yeah. It's just
Trinity, can you send me an invite? Because I think I just made it to where you could send an invite.
Me too. That's what we're going to have. Let us know if you was able to hear Jeremy, Trinity. The mic's pointed this way.
Shave your people.
Yeah. I did shave there, Scott. I know I looked like a caveman the other day.
Hey, Taylor.
Alright. I don't see anything coming in from Trinity. There we go. What's this? Boom.
Yeah, weather's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Why doesn't he come?
We're trying a couple different new things here this week on the show. It's been we're going from the page this time versus we've been on the account the other times. We're trying to bring in Trinity.
All
So
viewers.
you get more viewers in?
Well, yeah,
Practice?
and we've got this guy who gave us some CBD pain
Nice.
stuff to do a review on, and we were going to try to bring him in.
Live feed?
Yeah, to let him
Send me an
explain what he's got.
I tell you, that's the wave of the future.
What the
Yeah.
crap?
Unbelievable
It's-
stories coming out left and right from, believe it or not, University of Mississippi, Ole Miss, for more than 10 years has been studying the various forms of hemp and CBD as a college program. So it's coming. It's just a matter of what part of the wave you're going to be on.
Right.
A lot of companies popping up. I'm glad this guy gave you some samples to try. He's had a lot of faith in his product. And
Yeah.
I mean,
It won't let me add
variety
you
of
because you're not coming
elements
up
that it's
on
coming
the
up with.
list.
It's amazing.
I don't know how to. It won't let me do anything here.
Uh-oh.
Did I lose it?
I don't know.
We're
gonna get dizzy here in a second.
Yeah, here we'll have a delay here in just a second.
Sorry.
It's all good.
I took the damn lens off too because I thought maybe there was something behind the lens that I could click on.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Rocking a boat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it happens.
That's what happens when you hit the wave.
Yeah.
Look.
Yeah. Exactly.
Don't worry, people. We're okay.
So
Yeah.
it's pretty hard to do this during practice when you can only post public. And now we're live, and it won't work the way that the tutorial says it should work.
See you, Jason.
So what
and
am I
Randy
supposed
Lilly.
to do here?
Thanks for
Later,
coming,
guys. See you,
yeah.
man. Oh, I didn't mean to do that.
There's my Aunt Sylvie. She just popped on.
Yeah.
Hi, Aunt
Is she?
Sue.
It won't even let me like type in a person's. Oh my lord.
Experiencing technical difficulties?
Yeah,
For sure.
Like I said, we're trying something new this week, and we
It won't let me do
see
that.
if we can get it to work. Everything that's been researched says it will work, but we're still trying to get it to work. We're trying to bring Trinity Mueller on.
Well, it
talk
says we
about
got 17 people watching,
Yep.
and when I go to add somebody to our broadcast, it only shows me 3.
On chat, you got 700 and change. Sweet.
700.
Chat says 787.
What?
That's what I'm saying. I looked at
You
that
got a
earlier.
suggestion saying that she might have to like or friend your page in order to be able to connect.
No, yeah, he has. I'm pretty sure he has. His camera's on. He's on
Yeah,
here
it's
as a
Luna.
sharer.
Big shout out to Miss Mary. Glad she's home. Good to see her the other day. It was fantastic. It was kind of an emotional thing, I know, for all y'all. But glad she's back home with you and well.
Heck yeah.
Hmm.
What's up, Cody Campbell? Dennis Luna? Holy crap, how you been doing, man? You been doing good?
Yeah, his wife just got out of the hospital.
Really?
Yeah. And
You know Dennis Luna?
Oh, yeah. Who doesn't?
Who doesn't?
Raise your hand if you don't know Dennis. No, Kung Fu.
Kung Fu, that's
There's the
right.
Kung Fu.
Hey, yeah.
It will.
My boy.
God.
Used to hang out with him back in the day when we was riding motorcycles.
Really?
Yeah, not so much anymore. Now I'll just float.
Now I'm gonna
Float.
throw my phone out the goddamn window. Is what I'm gonna do.
Scott Askins saying, Trinity, do you see when I go to add a white circle with the green like a figure? If
Say
so,
what?
press ask you to join the video.
All right.
That's what Scott Atkins is saying to do. I have no idea.
I mean, I feel like finishing it and starting over, but I don't think that's gonna help anything. So
How big was this?
maybe.
You might not be able to see this, but it's a broken reel
Yeah,
handle up
broken
here. And
rod.
I'm wondering how big a fish they got hold of.
Yeah.
That's where they say
that
we're
was
going to
one
need a
that,
bigger boat comes from.
that was one that my dumb ass got a hold of and just broke. All right.
Here, I thought it was swatting at flies.
Yeah. No.
I don't know. It won't let me do anything. Okay.
We may have to.
Just so everybody knows, in TV land, this is all blonde hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It shows up a little on the white side on the camera, but it's blonde.
I probably need to put the wide angle view back on there too. But Trinity, I apologize. It
Indeed.
will not. I didn't see the invite. It won't let me click on your name. I just don't understand.
I don't get it. Many apologies,
Talk
man.
about it, she can answer some questions.
You said talk about it? Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the easy way to do it. Look, here's the spiel. We've been using this product, Cat Some Relief, for 2 weeks now.
2 weeks now. Yep.
Our original plan was to use it for a week, but we weren't able to get on here last week, right?
Right.
So we've been using it for 2 weeks.
Yep.
Okay? It's like a pain relief sort of product, help you with your fatigue and your pain. Some inflammation is what it's big about, okay?
Right.
And it's a CBD product,
Right.
okay?
Trinity was gracious enough to send us some of these for us to try, which we definitely appreciate. They also sent us stuff to do a giveaway too, which we'll talk about here in just a little bit, which we thought was awesome. So that way he can get some of their stuff out there to you guys and let you guys use it.
Right.
And let him know or us know and everybody else that's watching the show know how
What you
it's
think.
working for you.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Because I think everybody has a little bit different reaction to it. I know from talking to some people that CBD, like the oils and stuff like that, really helps them. I've used the CBD oil before. I've ate the CBD gummies before. they do tend to relax me a little bit. I don't think that their dosage is very high in those most of the time that you can just get here. But they do have a calming, relaxing type of effect for me. And I've heard of other people say that, they help them a lot more than that. Right. So I think it's just an individual type of thing. You know what I mean?
They got different spectrums on the product. Some for relaxation, some for pain relief while you're working.
Right.
So I think it's
his product
in their selection.
Yeah, his product is geared towards inflammation.
Yeah.
And he's got a couple different ways for you to take care of that inflammation. And we've been trying all three. Okay? Yeah. There's a stick, kind of like, roll on like some other aids, Icy Hot or Biofreeze, that kind of thing, with the stick. It's a little oily. You got to rub it in real good. He's got some pill forms. And he's got a cream. It's almost like a lotion. Mm-hmm. It rubs in pretty well. Mm-hmm. That, I think, between you and I both talking, that was what worked the best for us because it's the extra strength.
Yeah, it's 1,000 milligram strength.
Right.
And out of all the three that I've tried, that helped me with my pain the most. I had 5-6 years ago, I had a bad motorcycle wreck. Still deal with it daily. I have a lot of inflammation and just flat pain in my ankle area because I don't know if you guys know this, but they do. My leg got hit so hard that my bone came out of my skin. So it was like sticking out. My bone was just sticking out of my leg, in my foot, and ankle was just rolled over. So they had to go in and put plates and stuff like that in it. So I still deal with that on the daily basis. Some days are better than others. If it's cold and rainy, it hurts worse. Summertime seems to be a little bit not as bad. I guess because of the warmer weather. You know what I mean?
Weather changes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Trinity says that the gummies, your body only will absorb 6 to 15%.
Oh yeah.
When you use it through a gummy.
Oh wow.
He said all these products are water soluble, and they have a bioavailability of 70 to 90%.
Wow. Yeah, that way you're not wasting.
It's quite a bit different.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It's all about the absorption, what your body can use.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. So the cream for me, and I think Jeremy will agree, helped us both. He's got bad knees from being in the Army.
There's a joke in here somewhere.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah?
Yeah. It was on Shannon's account. It says, is somebody going to give Doc John a real drink because he looks like he's drinking a Juicy Juice box?
Yeah. And I said, come on.
Keeping it real.
He said, where'd it go?
That's what happens when the comments start to rolling in like this.
Oh, they got jokes.
And people are talking, and we get to talking.
Yeah. Trinity said those products only change the sensation of the skin, making you think about that rather than reduces the inflammation. He's talking about Biofreeze and Icy Hot.
Yeah, that's mostly
they feel like they're doing something, but that doesn't mean they're actually.
I'm gonna go ahead and diss
something.
Shaq.
Yeah.
The science don't prove what he's saying.
Yeah.
He's just there paying.
Oh yeah.
This stuff here has got thousands of years behind it. It's almost an interesting backstory on why they took it away from the public. But most presidents had it growing on their farms up until the 20s.
Yeah.
Then they figured out how to tax alcohol. They jumped on that next.
Right.
But the evidence behind it, worldwide, and studies now are coming out of major research hospitals and major research universities, is phenomenal.
Right. This was excellent to have him come on here and talk about this when we're doing this because he knows a lot more about it.
He said when you take the CBD oil sublingually, you will uptake about 30% of whatever the milligrams are that are in that product.
The sublingual?
Yeah.
And then the rest of it just enters your system, depending on the product.
Right.
What they're using as a carrier. When you put the drops under your tongue, boom, it hits and you get that. I know a lot of people use it for migraines. Boom, and it settles it down without having the side effects of some of the other medications.
I apologize, Trinity. He said the capsules are water-soluble CBD, but the topicals are isolate and soak in and reduce the inflammation.
Okay. Well, that's what I did with the cream.
Yeah.
Excuse me, and the stick is I directly applied it to my ankle area and just rubbed it in until it was. I felt like it was in there good. You know what I mean?
He's seconding what you said. He said it's been around since 1937.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I lived up in upstate New York for a while, and it was a huge factory. city block, huge factory in Auburn, New York, and it was for making hemp rope. Back when they used to pull the boats and stuff through the canals going into the Great Lakes system, thousands of foot of rope was good. So the factory had to be 1,000 foot long and wind the rope back and forth. And that whole industry boomed when polyesters came out. The entire wave went. But they were already on. This is a side fact, and I'm sure you can comment a little clearly. This is on my third one here. Was it Ford in some of the early Model Ts, which are still out and around.
Oh.
They have hemp fibers in there.
He said they made it illegal in 37.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Taxes.
Yeah.
Same thing with alcohol. Hey, you can buy a bottle in the Caribbean for a third the price as you can here, and it's all about taxes.
Right.
Right? Was it two things you can't avoid, death and taxes?
That's right.
Yep.
That's the second topic.
Yeah. That's a wholly different. Yeah.
I agree. Cannabis has probably been around since, plants were around.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And they got to get their money though.
Oh, boy.
Oh, yeah.
He did say the endocannabinoid system is homeostatic system in your body that helps promote healthy cell functioning.
Homeostatic means the balance of your
Balance,
body.
Yeah.
Your body's like, he's smoking a cigarette here, so his body's going to have to create a balance between it and back and forth. So if you fall out of balance, you get disease. You stay in balance, you're just cruising, you're good. So your body will tolerate only so much of stuff. So that helps your body to get back into a balance, inflammation-wise, which is probably the root cause of a lot of stuff is the inflammation.
Right.
As you can tell when it's raining, the barometric pressure changes, that's inflammation.
Right.
And so to be able to
do
shut
that.
that down will definitely increase your comfort.
100%.
So, yeah, those three products, I used all three for the past 2 weeks, and they help 100% of the time. Like, and they didn't take all my pain away, but the days that I was having a really bad day, they took the edge off. The days that I was doing okay, but I had a little discomfort, it helped minimize that discomfort. So, I mean, I believe that stuff helped me all the way.
Yeah. You guys demand a lot more out of your bodies though than some people. As long as I've known you, if it's not a work day, it's a fishing day.
Yeah, we're doing
You're
something.
out there.
Yeah.
Look, I go fishing with them. These guys leave at like 2, 3, 4 in the morning. They're on the water daylight. They're going. They're gone. So for the average person, it'd probably work even better. If they weren't daylight to dawn, busting it. I'll tell you what I like. If you don't mind me jumping in here,
Sure, man.
the stick over here. If you're worried about getting it on you, what better way? There's no waste. You just rub it on, and you're good.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you got it on your hand. What you don't want on your hand, you wash it off. You get a bit of the product.
You waste it.
So you got the full spectrum of stuff there. And plus, you can reach here with it, whatever, close it up, it stays nice and contained. Not a lot of companies have that I've seen.
Right.
And there aren't many products like this that are geared straight towards fishermen. And you alluded to the fact that we're working a little harder even in our off time, and it's catch some relief.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like it shows like we're going after you guys because you guys are doing a little more.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Getting up real early, going and fishing hard all day, and having to come back, unload everything. It is work.
And kayak fishing, I mean, you say what you want, but it's harder than boat fishing. So if you're on a boat and you disagree, come out and get on my kayak and I'll take your boat and see how it goes.
Right.
Yeah.
He did say a couple comments if you want to scroll back up. One of them that he did say is that everybody's body's not created equally, which is kind of what we were talking about earlier, saying that, it may help some people more than others because
if you don't have chronic pain and you ain't been enduring that kind of stuff, start off small.
Right.
Take the recommended dose and work your way up into your comfort zone day by day. What you're doing.
Right.
Yeah, definitely.
Absolutely.
It says the main point that we know through anecdotal evidence is CBD reduces inflammation and anxiety, which is another reason that I was very willing to try a product like this because I have my own issues. He says, I have personally talked with 8 people with suicidal thoughts, and they are still customers today. Ethical CBD does these two things tremendously.
And that's without the side effects listed on the bottle of medication.
Yeah, this isn't going to cause migraines.
It's not going to be the first line of treatment. Try this first. Last resort, we'll put you on these meds. Well, nowadays, it's here, boom.
Well, because they can't get the kickback from the big pharma from that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Get me started.
Yeah.
millions of dollars, billions, billions of dollars involved in it. Didn't it? Yeah, there's a lawsuit like every other week on that, isn't there?
Yeah.
He said there are 115 to 168 cannabinoids in cannabis. THC and CBD are just 2 of them.
Wow.
He's talking about the active ingredients,
Yeah.
people. The THC is what the government doesn't want you to get. It gives you that little bit of a high, so to speak.
Right.
So you wouldn't get that in the CBD. You're getting everything else but. So the product is totally safe. We do DOT testing at the office. It does not show
Right.
in there. And if it,
And that's big for someone like me.
That's why you need a respectable company like this, so that it doesn't have that. And other ones will try and, they buy the waste product and throw it out at you. He's obviously done his research on this product here and labeled it directly for that, with a lot of more safety involved.
Absolutely. I mean,
He said it's made by fishermen for fishermen.
I mean, that's
because he's a fisherman.
right. It's a win. You know what I mean?
So you rub it on your line?
I mean,
Yeah.
or somebody else.
Yeah. Or somebody else.
Somebody else
I
can
don't
rub it
know if
on
any
your
of my
line.
family's watching this, but I got jokes.
Yeah.
I don't know. You don't want to shut down the information, though.
Yeah, right. She said, Amanda says that I was less sore after fishing. I mean, I would tend to agree, because after a long day on the water, I can usually not walk very well. My back and my knees are killing me. We went, after we got home from the lake, we went and played cornhole and hung out. And
Yeah.
I agree. That's what I'm saying. This worked for me.
Yeah. It worked for me too.
I wonder how to do it for sunburn. Because the
I don't know
information
about that.
response with sunburn. That'd be a
That's
curious test.
Trinity. Do you have an answer? Doc had a good question. Would this work, like the cream, work on a sunburn?
More pain relief?
Would it be more of a pain relief? If you know, let us know in the comments.
And if you
That's a
want
good
some
question.
backstory about Trinity himself,
Yeah.
he started the first hemp dispensary in Tennessee in 2018.
All right, roll tide.
Right? I'm sure that's what he has to say.
I don't know. Tennessee's been poised for a comeback for a while.
He caught a 7-pounder on a sea rig the other week.
That's awesome.
Ooh.
Carolina rig. Yeah, baby. I mean, worms are getting it right now. After a long day on the water, catch some relief.
Yep.
I mean, that's a pretty good hook.
It is a pretty good hook in many.
It works.
Yeah. In a bunch of different ways.
Yeah, Ryan, you should check this stuff out and rub it on your back, because I know you got a lot of the same issues.
Yeah, Ryan. Yeah, absolutely.
He said tremendous for healing skin.
Good.
Yeah.
He's used it on burns.
So, side note, not this product, but other hemp-based products we're using on my son James for his burns, and his recovery is exponentially faster and better than similar people with situations.
Right.
Well, there's very, very few with similar extents, but the healing factor is just exponential. Reduce scar tissue buildup, which is a problem with burn victims as well, burn survivors. But yeah, he's doing a lot better with it. The elasticity's there.
Right.
That's great.
Absolutely. We did not want to talk about that.
Oh, it's whatever, you know.
Your call.
Yeah.
Trinity says you need this stuff for burn victims.
Yeah.
Well, we're talking to the father of one right now.
Right.
That's why we're doing our tournament in September.
Right.
Yeah, these guys have been great. Jeremy and Chris here.
We can't be around the house as much as we want because we got a pretty full schedule. But
Yeah.
we're here.
My son's
We
spent
try to do
over
what we can.
130 days in Vanderbilt's ICU. He survived a couple blasts at a bonfire. Took one at distance and then tried to get the gas can away and took the second blast. Long story short, I helped minimize the damaging effect. However, it was horrific to everybody involved, of course.
Right.
2 of them wound up life flighted to Vanderbilt and spent 90 to 100, over 100 days. James was 131 days in ICU, intensive care unit. Very, very familiar with having a mask, glove up, sterile conditions, not just from that, but from previous, but that was the epitome of it. Going through that for over 100 days. And then with the shutdown, fortunately, God turned everything to a positive. He's home.
Right.
And we sourced therapists in town that were able to work with him. So, everything but his ankles down was affected by the fire. About 80%, 85% of his body was 3rd and 4th degree burns. So he's an amazing trooper, And
100%.
he's been just so solid and so strong through it all. And he's been very serene about it. And we've been using products like this, technically without the authorization of the hospital, so don't rat me out. However, as a concerned parent and knowing the benefits of it, you would do the same thing, anything you could for your kid.
Right.
100%.
And that's
He
what,
actually put a comment on here for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said that he would love to send you some to try,
Yeah.
just not the pain stick because it has cayenne pepper as an ingredient. And he's sorry to hear about James.
Oh, actually, he's. When he said God's got this at the scene for his mother, he was calm throughout. He was more concerned about his friends and the other injured at the scene. And since then, that's been his saving grace. All he's been through with it, he knows God's got a bigger plan, and that's just amazing to see in your child. He's 16, acting like he's mentoring me.
Right.
Extraordinary.
And it's been amazing. His brother is much more pastoral. His brother's working on becoming a pastor at this point. So the two of them have bonded over this, knowing that God's in control. Yes, God let it happen. However, how he's coming out of this is just one testimony after another towards God's power. We're getting back to the stuff here. They use some of the products, and state by state they have to get it released. So these guys are probably petitioning hard to get their products pushed through. They're coming up against a billion-dollar industry with the other creams out there. Biofreeze we mentioned earlier. They're a limited product line sold through practitioners. You can see it at Walmart now.
Yeah.
But it took them years and tens of thousands of dollars, I'm sure, just to be able to break in. And this company here, they're in direct competition with it, because you can put this cream on and put the bottle of aspirin down, put the bottle of Tylenol down, put the bottle of Advil down.
Right.
And you can go past that, and you can have a person that might be put on a detrimental medication, when they can buy this over the counter and take care of themselves. Wow,
Right.
That's going to chip into their pockets.
All right.
So I appreciate you with the hard fight with this, and the rest of us enjoying the benefits of your hard work and labor on that.
That's right.
And I know my family's definitely been benefited from the CBD creams and such for a long time, going through this. Even now, the more and more research comes out, they have to constantly say anecdotal for those watching. However, when the University of Mississippi, a pretty conservative little area, has been growing acres of this in their backyard to test it, it's coming mainstream.
Right.
100%. We've got fields now in North Alabama that's growing hemp. The state of Alabama has, last year I believe it was, allowed certain farmers to get into growing. Obviously, it doesn't have the THC in it. It's just straight. I don't know how they're doing that, but it's like kids were like going over there and trying to steal the plants because they thought they were going to get high off of it, and it's not going to work that way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's moving in that direction slowly, surely, and I think it's going to be a good thing.
Yeah, once they figure out how to tax it.
Yeah, absolutely.
For sure.
Yeah, Scott, he's actually back in Georgia, and I'm going to throw his business card up on the screen. Tell me if you can see it.
Well, you're right.
I know it takes a minute or a second, but if you got any questions, he's also on the line in the comments. You can talk to him now. You can see his email on this card, his website, and his phone number.
Come in a little closer.
Come in closer.
A little closer. I am.
Okay, that's right. We gotta wait.
Hello.
Now you can see it pretty good.
Because the outside noises. That's why I shut it.
Sure. There you go. That's perfect, Jimmy.
For those of you that heard what sounded like gunfire.
All right.
There we go. Boom.
That's a perfect shot.
You might have to stand under the mic a little bit. I guess they're having a hard time hearing you.
Me?
Yeah.
I'm turning up the volume a little bit on you.
It's in boxer shorts, sorry.
Yeah, there you go.
But for the people that are, homeopathic or whatever, that's all natural stuff too, right? Yeah. So I mean, it's not, you're not getting any of the pharmaceutical crap. I think it's good stuff.
Yeah, they got very, very strict growing rules. Usually people involved with them are a lot more minded towards that to begin with. But then since then, for the purity and the pharmaceutical grade, they have to follow very, very strict rules.
Right, absolutely, I'm sure.
Safer than probably eating some of the apples around here.
Yeah. Like I said, it's a plant. It grows out of the ground. You know what I mean?
Right? So why is it illegal? You know what I mean?
Taxes.
Right.
Yeah.
This is interesting. You got my own.
What do you got on there next, buddy? Trinity says, let's talk some fishing, man.
Let's talk some fishing.
Right.
Next up on the agenda is going to be the Venom Tackle Highlight.
Venom Tackle Highlight.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm not going to be able to see comments for a second.
Well, that and because
the actual lure is on my kayak where I fish, and my kayak is not here.
Yeah, it's at my
Okay.
place. Yeah.
We're going to show you a picture of the bait.
Going on location.
What's the name of that bait? Glimmer Series?
The Glimmer Series Hidden Weight Spinner Bait.
Hidden Weight.
Hidden Weight Spinner Bait.
All right, there it is. Go to venomlures.com. You can find that bait.
You can also check out Jeremy Coughlin Fishing. I believe he has a video of it in the water.
I do. I made a slow-mo video. What the crap?
Got the leg.
I don't know. Got all stupid.
So yeah,
there we go.
We were out this past weekend at Lake Weiss, and Jeremy had enough thought about him to create a video of this spinnerbait in the water, in action. And the cool part about it is he kind of goes slow-mo with it. So you get to see the blade spin. You get to see the glimmer aspect of it. And the sun kind of trickle and reflect and kind of just sparkle off of the bait. So check that page out for sure and watch that video. Give it a thumbs up and a like. Absolutely. It's pretty cool.
That's what I got that fish on there last weekend that you can see on Venom Lures Instagram. But they run nice. They run really nice. Oh, where did we go? The water-soluble CBD in the capsules is made by one of the scientists that made Imodium AD water-soluble.
That's the other end, really?
Right? I mean, he's trying to make sure it's good all the way through, which is good. Kevin Waddell says we'll be at the tournament.
Hell yeah.
Do y'all make other lures other than those? I have a lot of luck with topwaters and dubage.
Yeah.
I mean, dubage sounds to me like the other end of the hemp.
It's the other end of the
It's the byproduct of the process.
Yeah.
I don't know nothing about all that, but I do know about topwater, and I do like it. Venom makes a pretty dang cool buzz bait with a frog that you should go check out, Kevin.
Yeah, go to venomlures.com to check that out. They got a lot of stuff, man. It's a great company. They took a chance on us, letting us be pro staff for them. And so, hell yeah, we're going to support them. 100%. Thanks for joining, Stacy. Roger, thanks for joining the show. We just got through the Venom Tackle Highlight, and Jeremy had a really great idea last week. And we're going to implement this into the show, where we are going to do weekly, like we do with the Venom Tackle Highlight. Every week we pick something from Venom to show you guys, to let you know what they make and give you some of our reviews on how we liked it, what we thought about it. We're also going to go into a weekly deal where we're doing a back to the basics tip. Basic beginner stuff for fishermen if you're just getting into it, even if you've been into it for a long time. We may go over something that you never heard of. We may go over something that
You forgot about.
What did I forget about?
No, maybe you go.
You
forgot some of the basics.
Maybe you
right?
forgot some of, I mean, you get into, human beings are creatures of habit. We get into these routines, and so we may forget something that we learned a long time ago because we created such a routine.
That's right.
Yeah. So I think this week we decided on going with the improved clinch knot for tying on a hook. I mean, that's pretty basic. You know what I mean?
Basic.
If
You can't go fishing without knowing how to tie a knot.
you can't catch a fish if you can't
Some
keep
of
a
the best
hook on
videos
line.
on YouTube of people that can't tie a knot.
Yeah, I mean, that happens.
Yeah. So,
When we first started, I guarantee I lost more than one hook because I couldn't tie a knot correctly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
yeah. I mean,
Of course, that fish got bigger when I told the story.
Of course it does. Every fish that you
I
miss
tied a
is bigger than
7-pound
it
knot
is.
and it pulled it right out.
Right.
Scott, we do not have a personal promo code to share at Venom, but I will say that they are always having sales, and between their Facebook and their Instagram, they do deals all the time.
Yeah.
That might be something to work on, though.
Yeah, we might be able to do maybe we'll work on
Talking.
Your
a
chat went
promo code that's just us, so they know how much
We're pushing.
Your chat went up over 75 more people here. Just
boom.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, 100%. I'm in
Now. I wish
on
that
that.
was my credit score.
Yeah.
Yeah. 832. Wow. That's what's up. So, Jeremy, if you're cool with it, is going to give you a demo on improved clinch knot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you can your hand be the O of a hook?
I can be the hook. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you want? Like this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, fishing line. I know it's not fishing line. I'm
Yeah.
trying to make it so you can actually
Scale,
see it. Because
yeah.
on the actual fishing line, you would not see it.
You.
Through the hole of the hook, right?
Yeah.
Twist it. Some people say 5 times. I say 7 times. Okay. Twist it, twist it,
I
twist
actually
it.
go over
However
to-
long you
Yeah.
feel you need to go.
Yeah, I go further than
Now, Chris likes to do just a clinch knot.
Yep.
Okay? That's a clinch knot.
Yep.
Maybe you didn't see it. I put the rabbit through the hole.
Yeah.
Okay? And I pulled tight. That's it. That's a clinch knot. Alright? So the improved clinch knot, just because I'm OCD and I like things a little more than normal, okay, is taking the rabbit through the hole and then back through the hole that I just created and pulling it tight.
Yep.
Okay? And that's your improved clinch knot. So, doesn't
Some
matter.
people are having flashbacks to scouting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it doesn't matter what rod reel you have.
Nope.
Doesn't matter how expensive or cheap it is.
Nope.
If you can't tie a lure on the line,
You lost it.
you can't go fishing.
Well, you can.
You're just not going to do catching.
You're not going to do any catching.
Yeah.
Of the fishing aspect.
Agreed.
Yeah. You will probably be very irritated by the time you leave. And, you know, again, getting into these routines, you get out there on the water, all you kayakers know, you're out there on a kayak. So you're in the wake, if you will, okay? And let's say your line breaks. You hook a stump, you think it's a 10-pounder, you set the hook and snap. All right? Now you got to tie a hook back onto your line in this wake as you're bouncing around. That's not exactly the easiest thing to do. You know what I mean? Because you're like this with the water going around and trying to get the line through here, tie it tight and bring it around and put it through the rabbit through the hole and pull it tight. I can't tell you how many times I have pricked my finger by trying to tie another hook on there. So it's not exactly the easiest thing to do, but if you can't get it right, and you always need to test it, you know what I mean? Take you a pair of needle nose pliers, something to where you can hold that hook and pull the line and make sure that it's not going to just come right out. Because I've done it. Thought I went through, put the rabbit through the hole, didn't put the rabbit through the hole, and go to pull it, and it just slide right off. And I'm
Every
like,
time you take the kids fishing.
yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
it happens.
It happens. So just make sure once you get these knots and stuff like
Yeah,
that, you
be-
go
be
through all
careful.
your steps. Make sure you give it a good tug, a good test to make sure that you did
That's
all
right.
all the steps right.
I will say, I didn't do it because that was rope that I was using. But you want to wet the line when you do it
Yeah.
with some spit. And they call that if you do it dry, you have the opportunity to burn the line, which can make it weaker. And when you go to set the hook, it makes it more apt to break. So wet the line, makes it easier to slide. You don't burn the line.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna throw this up on camera because Trinity just sent this.
Okay.
But for the catch relief, some relief folks, if you're interested in their products, that's his promo code right now, and you'll get a discount if you order some products.
Welcome 20. I might not have said it loud enough.
Welcome 20. That's right. Can you see it?
We ain't got there yet.
You ain't got there yet.
America. I think that's awesome for him to do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He didn't have to do that.
No.
That's what I like about, next door neighbors making stuff. Guys you're going to see again.
Yeah, you got
a question to ask. He's answering a question.
Yeah.
That's right.
So
20% off with that promo code that you only got by watching us.
that's right. If you've been
Trinity, thank you.
Thank you, Trinity, 100%. If you've been toying with the idea of trying it out, now you have an avenue to get it. You have an additional 20% off of that to get it. So if you want to try it, now's the time to do it. Yeah? Give it a shot. It may work.
Kevin Waddell wants to know if you ever do much jigging with a cane pole.
Before I was married.
Yeah. I can say that I've never once used a cane pole. But until 5 years ago, I hadn't been fishing since I was 12 years old. So
I have used a cane pole, but I was like 6.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then we got into my pops got us into the old Zebco 33s.
Right.
And we went that route.
I think I still got some cane poles at the house.
Yeah.
Got a little stream in the backyard.
Yeah.
The kids were tearing up the other stuff. We just cut a couple pieces of cane, 6-7 feet long, throw a line on it. Our stream's only as wide as a 2-car garage.
Right.
20 feet. They can drop it pretty much anywhere they want.
Right.
In there and, have a little fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
I could see brim fishing or crappie fishing,
small
that
stream.
being the easy thing to do. Because you're not setting the hook. You don't even have to reel. You just drop it in and pull it back out, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I've never done it, but I could see how easy it would be.
Yeah.
You can get some high-end cane poles. What's that one made out of bamboo? It's more like fly fishing, if I'm thinking right.
I don't know.
Very few people still do that craftsmanship. They cut the cane down and make it into like quarter slices and glue 6-8 pieces together. Each one specifically cut. It's a true art form. There was a guy in Chester, New York, used to make those. And I was just mesmerized by it. And there was a garage full of ones that he rejected. That's how intense he was with his craftsmanship. His name was going to come to me about an hour after I leave here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But he was in Chester, New York. That was his mainstay. He made, I believe it was fly fishing.
Yeah.
It was a real fancy bamboo pole.
That's cool.
That's one thing I haven't done either is fly fish.
I haven't either.
There's a program here that it's offered around North Alabama for veterans to go learn how to do fly fishing for free.
That's cool.
You don't even have to bring. All you got to do is show up. They have the rods, the reels, the equipment. But I've never done it.
Is that through Hal?
No. It's its own thing. I can look it up and post the link.
For the beginner fisherman, start off with one pole.
Right.
But I'm looking at this pair of racks over here that you wouldn't believe. When they close the garage door for the sound effect, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 16, might be 20 poles with an eyesight here. Not little poles, but big ones.
Yeah.
And having the right equipment for what you're doing. Like you're talking fly fishing, that's a whole different setup than what you guys are doing.
Whole different deal. Yeah.
But some of that's saltwater fishing.
Yeah.
Some of that's rod and reel that I caught in a lake in Iowa. You know what I mean? Like literally caught a rod reel combo.
Yeah.
That somebody lost, but it wasn't good, and it had been in there for a while. I just thought it was cool to have. You know what I mean? So it's a story.
Yeah.
Right? It's over on the wall. Yeah.
And you get into it, and you start learning what you like and what you don't like. You start learning how different techniques, how different rod and reel setups will work better for different techniques that you're trying to fish.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, you kind of you start getting into all these different things. You're like, well, if I'm going to go frog fishing, I need a 6'8", 6'11", 7-foot medium heavy with fast tip or whatever, and 50-pound braid.
Right.
Well, you can't use that technique on everything.
No.
You know what I mean? You can't do that finesse fishing. So instead of taking that reel off, putting a different reel on with different line with 10-pound or 12-pound, whatever. You know what I mean? Because the action's different in the rod. So you need a lightweight for a more finesse type setup. So. Next thing you know, you got another rod and reel setup.
But we could tell you all that, and you could read about it.
Right.
You really got to do it.
Yeah,
yourself.
100%.
Go get, if you was going to buy one rod, go to Walmart. I mean, we're not sponsored by Lose, okay, but I would say for the money, you know, on the lower end of the scale, Lose is about the best you can get for bang for buck. Either Lose or Abu Garcia, okay? They both have some stuff on the low end that's really good.
Yeah.
And
one of the best sets ever.
Medium heavy would be where I would go, because on that lower end stuff, the medium heavy is actually where it's stiff enough to, you know, to do some stuff.
And then once you get into it like you guys are,
You learn.
you build your own, you find out what you like, what you're fishing for.
Yeah. I mean, the first rod and reel combo that we got, we went through a friend of ours, Pat, the Patriot Anderson. We got a Venom, or it was Abu Garcia
Vengeance.
Villain, something.
No.
Villain
2.0.
Villain 2.0 with a Revo X XS or something like that. Real combo set. These retailed at $500 set. We got a smashing deal on it thanks to our buddy. Okay, we only paid about half of that because he's got sponsors through those guys. But you would have paid $500 if you went out and bought that from somewhere. All right, and I like that rod and reel setup. It's awesome, but I'm getting just as good of reflex, the feel, everything out of a $135 set of Lose that I got at Academy. It paid full retail for it. See what I'm saying? So I paid half the price, even with that discount. We paid half the price and like it just as good. You know what I mean?
That's why you need the experts.
Right.
That's why he shows you.
Well, I mean, that's what we learned through doing it. You know what I mean? So that, yeah. But it's all about what you like. You know what I mean? Some guys like different things. You want it to work a different way. You know what I mean? So what you like, that's what we like. And we love to share that info with y'all.
Also, if you're fishing from the bank, too, that changes everything, though.
Oh, yeah. Well, a buddy of mine I used to work with said, ain't it funny how fishing works? He says, you go bank fishing and you try to throw out as far as you can.
That's right.
Once you get in a boat, you go towards the bank and throw closest to the bank as you can.
Yeah.
He said, it's just weird how fishing works, ain't it? And I didn't really think about it until he said that. But it's true. That's what we do.
Oh, you just shut me down.
But he's true. You're at the bank and you're trying to get out there and sling that thing as far as you can, right? Well, you get in a boat and you go trolling around the bank.
But you're hitting parts of the bank that you can't get to from the bank.
That's the difference.
That's the difference.
That's the difference. In that boat, you can get to all areas of the bank versus from the bank, you can't get to all the other areas.
Kristen on here says she literally just used some Kesem Relief on her back. The stuff is amazing.
Awesome.
Yeah. Scott Atkins says he is a Lose speed spool man.
Yeah. What's up, Woody? Thanks for watching, man.
Yeah, man. So Scott has been here since episode 1.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Sunday morning, Scott drove 164 miles to be here at 7 a.m.
Whoa.
And we worked on his kayak until noon. And there'll be more video. It was on my live stream, and I'm going to edit the video and make an actual video out of it. But I wanted it to be live just so we could, you know, have a little stuff going on and actually capture working on his kayak. But he has bought a new canoe, Frontier 12, just like ours. He saw our setups and wanted to do some similar things to what we had done. So he came over, I accepted the wanting to work with him, and he accepted the challenge to drive 2.5 hours to do it. So he came and we worked on his kayak. But Scott's a good guy. He's been here since episode 1. I think he's one of our oldest other than actual family. So, Scott, we appreciate you.
100%.
He's got some stuff that he's working on his kayak that I think he's going to put in a video here soon. And I'll be sharing it because he's doing some cool stuff. He's using remote control car controllers and things to make his own controllers for his
with that gator head?
For his motor. And gator, that's hilarious.
Did
you see that?
I wanted to buy one for Carson.
On Instagram or Facebook or something, there's a video floating around of a RC boat with a gator head on.
Yes, I've seen
And
it.
they're swimming this gator head at people.
Yeah, no, I'm armed when I'm fishing.
I love it. I think it's hilarious.
I've been plugging that puppy.
Mm-hmm.
Shoot. Chew.
Thanks for joining, Evo. We appreciate you watching.
Yeah.
Um,
Tell your old man get off his ass. Put on his phone.
yeah. Well, he's talked to me a little bit. Bobby's talked to me a little bit via Messenger about the show.
Yeah.
He loves it.
Oh, okay.
He's got an idea. You know, he is. He's working on opening up the choppers back up again.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Choppers.
Yeah. And he's working.
Bar.
It's a bar.
Biker
It's a
bar.
biker
I've
bar.
heard of it.
He is looking at the old Dairy Queen spot up in Ardmore,
Ooh.
and he's wanting to reopen the choppers.
I don't even remember there being a Dairy Queen.
Yeah, if you're going up Main Street Ardmore.
There he is.
Yeah, Bobby
Bobby
Joe,
Joe.
we're talking about you right now, buddy. He's talking about opening up choppers in the old Dairy Queen. There was a Dairy Queen, and then it went to a Mexican joint, Mucho Burrito.
Okay.
Okay,
I'm not saying that's where the swag came from,
not saying that's where it came
but I'm
from.
not saying it wasn't.
Which the dude that owned the Mucho Burrito was pretty cool, man. The first time I ever ate in there, he came. This was a long time ago, but he came and he sat down with us at the table
Oh, cool.
and had a drink with us, and we ate and just talked. It was
Oh, yeah.
really
That's
cool.
cool.
It was really cool. But I guess he didn't make it there, and Bobby has been over there looking at.
Can't see Chris.
Can't see Chris.
What the problem is?
Well,
Lighting, I think.
I mean,
I'm here.
we see Chris.
My shirt's not that loud.
Right?
Anyways, I don't. But he's going to look at reopening the Choppers Biker Bar
Nice.
in that spot.
I kind
And,
of liked it when it was over the hill, though.
yeah, over in Elton.
Yeah.
Yeah,
kind of right.
Yeah.
around the corner. That's where I last went. Was around the corner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On the right.
yeah, that's
He had then moved up on here on 53, not far from the house.
right.
But that's where I originally went
Yeah.
to, and I liked it out there too.
Yeah,
I blend well when I go to places like that.
Exactly.
I've spent
I'm the guy that
In-
shows up like a parole officer.
in that Elton Choppers version many nights up there.
Oh,
yeah.
Many nights, having a good time. He always had a good band going. He would cook his greasy Bobby burger. He called it his greasy Bobby burger. They were good too, man.
Man,
yeah.
dude, we got to get
Till
the
4 and
quarantine
20.
lifted.
Yeah, yeah. And then he made, like Jeremy said, he moved up to 53 into like it was the old storm shelter place. He moved in there
Oh yeah.
for a little bit.
Fowler?
Yeah, close to Fowler.
Yep.
And then he moved down where that one restaurant place was, and then he moved in the old ICMC clubhouse for a little bit,
Right.
and then they just kind of left it alone for a little while. But
Yeah.
I know he's wanting to bring it back up. He actually wanted me to talk to you about it, about possibly once he gets open, going and doing a show there.
Man,
Well, that'd be cool.
I think it would be cool.
Yeah.
I haven't said anything to you yet, so I apologize for doing that on the air.
Boom.
But
Live feed.
Right.
live feed,
Boom.
can't say no on live feed, bro. No, just kidding.
We rehearsed this, just
Yeah.
so you know.
Yeah, but I thought it would be cool.
I mean, I'm cool with anybody who supports the show.
100%, 100%.
A local for local.
Right.
I mean, if it,
That's all
I
it
mean,
is.
as long as I've known you, you guys have been patriotic. A lot of people are realizing that now.
Yeah.
You know, with our reliance on foreign powers and what it's come to. So hey, buy American.
100%.
With all this crap going on, like how many? I'm sure you know businesses that have not survived.
Yeah.
Too many. Too
You know what I
many.
mean?
And
And I'm
unfortunately,
glad
they
you're
lose
not.
it. They lose it all. We slowed down a little bit and came back, bounced back at our office over in Hazel Green. And but the community's scared.
Yeah.
And some of the people we've had to make arrangements with them because hey, uncertainty.
Yeah.
What are they going to do? Well,
Right.
we'll try and get you feeling good for when it opens back up or as it does.
Right.
And hopefully sane minds make the next decision. We just get back to what we're doing, make America great again.
That's right.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
My political notes, it seems like half of them want to keep it shut down until after the election, for God's sake.
Oh, yeah.
The rest of y'all need to just put the foot down and say, no.
No.
I mean, I shared it a little while ago, and it was a joke, but I guarantee it would work. If you want to stop all the coronavirus and the shutdowns of everything, just cancel the elections and just say that Trump's going to be president for another 4 years.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
boy, they'd be all over.
Oh yeah, they'd come out of the woodwork.
Yeah. Shoot. Well, they want to go with that vote by mail. That's the same people that lost 33,000 emails after a subpoena.
Oh yeah.
Destroyed countless computers. Oh, I don't know what happened. The hammer fell on it 92 times. Shoot. My wife notices there's a broken dish in the house.
Right.
Exactly.
Where'd that go, huh? Who ate that bowl of cereal? What?
What?
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Definitely not. But one thing, as a novice fisherman, what I noticed when I was watching them set up the rigs there on a couple different shows, and I'm going to blur a few shows together in my
Sure.
explanation of it, is I learned something each time different, if that makes sense. You guys take it for granted, your wealth of knowledge. For
Sometimes.
the other people that just want to go and fish, and they were taught one way to fish, maybe they fished from a boat all their life. And when we mentioned fishing, trying to get it close to the bank, I'm sure there's a few people out of the 800 and something people that were on, close to 900 at one time, they're like, wait, what? And that's where everybody has the opportunity to learn.
Right.
You know, I learned not to stand behind my kids when they're casting.
Right. Right.
I've seen a lot of videos of people that don't learn that.
Right. Or in front of them, for that
Yeah.
matter. Yeah.
And, you know, that whole thing, but you each time is going and learning. And some people make it look easy. And, you know, but we all talk about that good time on the water. And it really comes down to that good time.
Right.
When that bar opens up, shoot, I plan on being there supporting the local guy. If you'll let me in dressed like this, it'd be all right.
He's not prejudiced.
He's no.
This is my fishing shirt. This is the closest I could get to fish scales. But,
Well,
yeah.
we saw plenty of those there Saturday in the water with us.
I like to catch a guard. Were you allowed to catch those things?
Oh yeah,
If you
catch
can,
it.
if you can catch it,
Because they're like the prehistoric fishes. I'm
Well,
talking like
I mean-
you see one of those things for the first time, you're like, what is that?
they've got a mouthful of teeth, y'all.
Yeah.
I mean, if y'all aren't familiar with alligator guard, check them out. Google search it, however you want to do it. Google it. Yeah.
Google it.
Google it.
And don't be afraid to go in the water afterwards.
I mean,
I
they're just the whole snout right here.
They
full
call
of,
it alligator for a reason.
right.
Yeah.
Gar. Okay, so there's just but when you if you can get one to hit, because most
They are
of the time
finicky
they're
sometimes.
finicky as hell. When you walked in, I was telling them the story about seeing this huge monster bass that I was trying to catch Saturday. All right, well, later on into that, I kind of left that bass alone because everybody knows if you leave them alone for a little bit,
Right.
you come back, you might get them to hit again. Yeah? They kind of don't have a really long
like a
memory.
girl at the bar.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, I like you. No, you don't like me. I'll come back in 30 minutes. I mean, you'll like
Right.
it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So, get another drink in you, whatever. Anyway,
I gotta look and see who's watching now.
I'm getting in trouble tonight. I know it.
Ryan says he's happy I finally caught a fish.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I hear
me
you.
too.
Yeah. I'm happy for him too, man. I mean, if we go out and Jeremy catches, I'm just as happy,
Yeah.
for him catching it. It's joy and for me to see him excited and catch a fish. That warms my heart, man. You know what I mean? I'm happy for my brother for
That's
catching
something
fish.
we both share.
We do.
Yeah.
We
It
do.
doesn't matter who's with us.
Right.
If somebody catches a fish, I'm happy somebody caught a fish.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think that's what separates this from other sports too. You know,
I
you
mean-
can
Well, I
celebrate.
mean,
you
we're
can celebrate the
competitive.
other
Don't get me
person.
wrong.
There's some, the pro fishermen, I've heard a lot of bad stories.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think the difference is kayak fishing compared to being a pro boat fisherman. And I don't know. If we ever get to that point,
Well, that's
I hope we
700
bring
horsepower
that
difference.
kayak mentality with us. You know what I mean?
I do feel like, when we were over at the kayak store a couple weeks ago with Tony, shout out to him. Go check out his stuff out there too. Kayak store, Hartzell, Tony Dean.
That's right.
He was talking about we're a community.
100%.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I feel that way with the kayak fishing stuff that we do.
Don't get me wrong, that don't mean we ain't competitive.
Right, we're competitive. We want to go out there. We want to win. I mean, that's what drives you, is that competitive spirit to go out there and to do these things.
I've gotten in plenty of arguments online with other
Yeah,
kayak anglers, but
Yeah.
that don't mean that I don't respect them as kayak anglers.
right. But we still have that competitive spirit. You know what I mean? You getting a refill there, buddy?
Yeah.
Would you mind? I don't need any ice.
Everybody at home, get ready. We're gonna do some.
Well, you're gonna need a mixer.
That I will. You can bring them?
What? Bring what?
This is our offstage hands. They're supposed to be
Hey!
holding
You're not
my
on
cue
video.
cards.
Hey!
But they
Chris
keep
needs a
dropping.
Coke. Or
What?
something.
Coke.
A Coke.
Okay, I got you. Hang on.
Thanks, baby. I'll try to get her in the camera view, and she will not
No,
do
but
it.
that's sunburn.
Not sponsored by him yet,
Oh, stop.
but I'm trying.
Hand sanitizer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go, right here.
Yeah. There you go.
The Jack Daniels hand sanitizer. I love it. I absolutely love it. Part in the back of the head, folks,
Yeah.
but I couldn't read the label.
That's hilarious.
You do with the lid, bro.
They actually, Jack Daniels has been donating tens of thousands of gallons of hand sanitizer. I was up at Vanderbilt University. My son was in ICU there. Severe shortage
Thank you, sweetheart.
instantaneously. And within
From
several
Jack
days,
Daniels, huh?
well, in several days, they donated it. Didn't even want recognition. So support your local Jack Daniels distillery. For sure, they sideswiped over it and donated tens of thousands of gallons, which would have been probably millions of
Millions of
dollars
dollars,
product,
probably.
really.
Product. Yeah.
And they just pushed it right over and said, "Here, take it."
That's
Bottles, delivery, the whole 9 yards, and they just put it down from a corporation in Lynchburg.
That's
Well,
cool.
what's in Lynchburg? That's the only thing in Lynchburg.
Right. That's the only thing there.
awesome. Right.
You got a couple good places to eat, a little bit of stuff around, a little swag around the square, and a funeral parlor.
That's it.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Kevin Waddell says shooting guard with a compound bow is really fun.
Oh, I'm sure it is.
I think Kevin Waddell should throw an extension out to the old dock here to take him bow fishing. Yeah.
And just so you know, I'm not going snipe hunting anymore.
Yeah, no? And Ryan says that was more than a shot.
Oh, yeah.
He twitched. He twitched.
100%.
We filled it up, Scott. Don't worry.
We have a rule. There's a Jeremy drink mix,
Yeah, there is.
and it has to be a certain way,
Yeah,
and it tastes fantastic.
it does.
It's pretty stout. I'm just going to go ahead and tell you right now. So if you don't like a lot of whiskey, you probably don't need to do this version.
When he pours a 2-finger shot,
I mean, 2 fingers on me.
But we don't even do the finger method. We've got a timed method to where once
It's a time on the one with the plastic, the big one.
Yeah.
It has the plastic.
yeah.
Yeah, a second
You gotta get used
is
to
a
it.
shot.
yeah,
So 7 seconds
Ooh.
is the perfect drink
right.
with a full can of Coke.
Right. So if you have this type tumbler here, okay, and you put about half ice, and you do it's a half gallon, using a half gallon, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
So
0.75, 1.75 liter.
yeah.
Yeah.
So you turn it, and as it starts to pour, you count 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3, all the way to 7 Mississippi. Okay. And
Might have to use 2 hands.
yeah. And so when you're done, you should have just enough space in there to get you a 12 ounce of whatever your mixer is. And it'll fill it up right up to the top. And it's the perfect drink. Again, if you like a stout drink. If you're lightweight, you might want to go 3 seconds.
You just need one drink.
Well, if you're like, yeah, you just
And
need
you
one.
just sip on that all night.
Yeah, there you
Yeah,
go.
Coke to taste, right?
Right.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
That's a different episode.
Yeah.
Yeah. What did you say?
We're not doing straight shots.
Straight
Kevin.
No, we're not doing straight shots, Kevin.
That's for guest appearance.
That's how things go downhill.
Right.
Quick.
That's a Friday night show.
We are what we call sacrificial employees.
Sacrosanct.
Yeah, we're sacrificial essential. So sacrificial employees, meaning that we're still at work. So tomorrow morning at 07, we'll be there. You got to be at 06, right?
06.
Yeah. Jeremy's there at 06. This week I'm at 07. Next week it'll be 05:30.
I'm always there at 06.
Yeah.
I roll local.
Mine, his schedule. We work at the same place. He works in a different part of the building than I do.
We can't tell you where it is.
No, it's off the grid. Yeah. But his time is scheduled different than my time is. Mine alternates about an hour and a half. His stays the same.
So if ever you're driving down a field in Alabama, you see all them cars parked next to one barn, just keep driving.
Just
Keep
keep
driving.
going.
Yeah, don't pay attention to anybody over there at that building.
Don't look at the scarecrow.
No.
Ryan, whenever you decide to come down here, I will make you one of those. No problem.
Where's Ryan from?
Iowa. That's his
Can
brother.
you get
in
there
Iowa.
from here?
Yeah.
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 Take you about
It's
6.
not the end of the world, but you can see it from there.
Yeah.
I don't know. Them guys rolled in with capes and swords. I'm just saying.
Take you about 12 hours to get there.
So, Scott Scott, when he showed up Saturday, he had made a comment that he forgot to like throw on our page when we didn't have our show last week, right? He's like, damn, you know, like, well, maybe Tuesday's no good. What about Thirsty Thursday?
Yeah.
So we're talking about having shots. He goes, sounds like a Thirsty Thursday show.
Yeah. Yeah, it definitely.
The problem is, you still got to get up and go work Friday. Yeah.
And there's one Friday a month that we both have off. Our boss was nice enough to schedule our off days because we do a 980 schedule, meaning every other week we get one day off. Friday 1 week, Monday the next second week. All right, so you know, for me, I work 5/8, 40 hours 1 week. Then I do 4/10s with either a Friday or Monday off. The next week I do 5/8, and then the following week after that. So every other week is a 4/10 week for me.
Right.
Yeah, and the off days alternate Friday, Monday. We were lucky enough. Stacy was cool enough to let us have those same days off.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how it works.
Until he sees the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the difference between, I mean, not to throw it out there or whatever, but it was like you're an hourly employee and not mine is considered salary, right? So that's why my schedule's different. I work 9 until that last day is an 8.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The last day
track of the day?
pay period. No, I mean they all kind of run together.
Yeah.
Trying to make the donut.
Yeah. I just go to work at 6 in the morning until that last day.
Man, 15 years ago, I worked 7 to 7.
Yeah.
Ate lunch on the fly, and then I was like, something's got to change.
Yeah. That's when I was at Triton. That was kind of how like that. We were salary and
12-hour day sucks.
It
I've done
was,
a lot
man.
of those, and they're not fun.
My wife made me work from 7 to 6.
she made you, huh?
Yeah.
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 Thank God I married up high maintenance woman.
Yep.
Is there any high maintenance women left in this coronavirus scare here?
Oh, there's plenty out there. If you're looking for a sugar baby,
Sugar baby?
I'm sure you can find one.
Yeah.
I'm about ready to go play lotto.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, something's got to happen.
Right.
Really?
Right?
I agree.
I wonder if this has affected like lotto sales and stuff.
Not
sure.
being able to travel out of state, I bet.
I'm sure
There's
it
some
has.
states that are locked down.
Really? Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. Right.
Yeah.
And we're semi-fortunate, but some of these ones are really
Yeah, they-
locked down.
Yeah.
Don't go to California.
When you look at stuff, they shut Las Vegas down. I'm
Oh, I bet.
told millions of dollars a week.
Oh yeah.
Most of those big hotels are 5,000-6,000 rooms.
Yeah.
Just so you know, I'm from Hazel Green up here. There ain't 5,000 people in the town.
Yeah.
Yeah, town.
Yeah.
And they got that many rooms in a hotel.
Oh yeah.
Right.
I've been to Vegas
I
one
can't
time.
fathom.
They got Hazel Green in a hotel.
Yeah.
And then some.
Yeah. Hazel Green and a little bit of the surrounding area.
You ain't kidding. That's just one of 100.
My hometown has 600 people.
See?
Yeah.
You got like a wing.
Yeah.
A floor.
Yeah. You got
I mean,
one floor.
You're like
Y'all can eat at the buffet at the same time.
yeah. Absolutely.
literally in social distance.
I got a couple other things on the agenda.
What do we got?
To kind of to go over upcoming events. Only one I got down right now because I didn't really check the Real Crazy or the KBF circuits before we started. But that's my fault. I should have done that and I didn't. We got to talking about other things. Anyways, but 2 weeks from now, we are going to be doing back to Lake Weiss to do the NACA tournament series there. So that'll be on 5/16.
Stop 2, right?
The stop.
Is it stop 2?
It's
Is
stop.
that the second NACA tournament? 1 day tournament.
One day.
We've done Big Bass a couple months, but
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
the
yeah.
second
Second stop.
1 day tournament
Yeah.
for the series, right?
Yeah.
What are we doing the week before that? Next weekend.
Next weekend.
This coming weekend.
This
I should
coming
say.
weekend, yeah, that's in 2 weeks. So this coming weekend, we're going to be fishing with our favorite self.
Our favorite self.
Yeah, Mr. Jeremy Self.
That's right.
Okay.
Has agreed to go fishing with Twisted Hooks,
That's right.
and we're going
fishing with him wherever he wants
right.
to go.
Yeah, we're along for the ride on this one. I haven't seen him on here yet. I've been kind of waiting to see. I may have missed you, Jeremy. If you're out there, throw throw up the deuces or something, man.
Yeah, I don't think he's on tonight.
But
He's probably fishing.
he's probably fishing. He probably is fishing.
Yeah, he's always
The
fishing.
dude is always fishing. And, you know, if y'all have watched the show from the beginning, you heard us talk about Jeremy Self, and I said, remember that name because you'll hear it later. Now it's later. Okay? Yeah. So, yeah, we're going to go Saturday with him. Wherever he wants.
Dead.
Yeah. Wherever he wants to
the
go.
whole show.
Yeah.
It's a recap.
And And next Tuesday, he has said he will come on the show and do a recap of what we do this coming Saturday.
Right. He's going to be
So
our
he's
guest.
probably fishing because he's pre-fishing the area that they're going to fish.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what a lot of these guys do. They go out and pre-fish for a tournament.
100%. We tried to do that Saturday.
Yeah, we tried.
Tried. Operative word
Right.
being tried.
We fished.
Yeah.
We didn't
Can
do a
you
whole lot of
imagine
catching.
catching a 5 or 6, 7 pounder and putting it back, trying to come back next week and get
that's
it?
what I
Yeah.
tried to do.
God, I've been keeping that sucker.
That's exactly what I was wanting to do. And we were telling a story when you walked up.
Yeah.
If it's cool, I'm
Go
gonna finish
ahead.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got excited because we went back. We went through. If you guys remember, we went through this little bridge. It was just wide enough to get the kayak through and you in it. Yeah. You had to go through, like Jeremy said, with your rod and reel out like this because there's cobwebs and crap all over it.
Everywhere.
Everywhere.
Weed a few people out.
Yeah. And
Oh, he was not. He was not sad that I went first.
No.
No.
He says, if you go, I'll go. Okay, go first, buddy. Yeah. But I was right behind you.
I was jousting.
Yeah. We both were.
My rod and reel,
Like-
using my line as a catcher
Yeah.
for the spider
Oh, yeah.
webs.
Oh, yeah.
Bring the beaver up here in a minute.
So we get through there, and first it opens up, and the first thing I see to the right is water moccasins swimming through it.
I was like, "Hey, there's a snake."
and there he went. Cool thing was, he didn't really care about us.
Nope.
He was just chilling,
Come on.
doing his own thing. All right. So we're in 1 to 2 foot of water, and we're coming through there.
All the way back. It's probably
Yeah.
football and a half field, a
Yeah.
football field and a half, 150 yards or so.
Yeah.
From going under this thing to the back,
Yeah.
and all around the edges and all around the back is just grass growing into the, into the water and stuff on
Unfishable from the
top.
bank.
No, it's great. Yeah.
Oh, it was.
Maybe.
What was the temp? 70?
So before we went under the thing, it was what 69,
Something.
70 degrees, something like that.
Yeah.
We went under and went to the back. That whole 2 foot area was like 73.
Yeah. It was,
I mean, it was
warmer.
just way warmer.
The water was flat. And
Flat.
You guys know what I mean by that? It's flat. I mean, there's nothing. I mean, it's
Calm.
just glass, calm
Yeah.
water. Yeah. So we get back there, and we both are standing up because at this point you're kind of sight fishing. You know what I mean? Because you can't use your electronic because
Right.
like this
2 foot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it doesn't do you any good. So you're standing up and you're trying to sight fish and see if you can see anything. Well, Jeremy kind of goes on back into the back part. Well, I started to go back there with him, and I was like, nah, I'm going to back up. I won't let him have that spot. You know what I mean? I'll find my own spot. Because once it starts kind of curving back in, you kind of getting too close to where
So
he'd have to fish one side, I had to fish, I'll
Yeah.
let him do his thing. Okay, cool. If he starts catching fish, then we'll talk. You know what I mean? Hey, bro, you got your... Can we,
Oh, hey, you got one.
What you doing over
we'll
there?
make some room. Is it cool? You know what I mean? So I'm sitting here around this one little spot. All right. Well, I stand up and I'm looking and I see this gray object, obviously a fish, in the water, right? And he's kind of going in and out of this different style of grass. I don't know what it was. It looked more like fescue. It's just like stalks of grass versus the other one was kind of a viney type leaf grass. I don't know what they are. Excuse me for that.
The grass.
Just talk about grass.
The green.
Yeah. All right. So I see it, and I see him come around. And as he's coming around, I see the lateral line that you look for on a largemouth bass. And I'm like, oh, it is a bass. Boy, I got excited, man. I did. I was like, bro,
He's like,
get excited.
it's a big one.
it's a big one. And it's a bass, bro. He's like, well, catch him. I'm going to try. Here we go. So I'm like, what can I use in this situation? You know what I mean? Obviously, you can't throw a rattle trap into that situation because you're going to just snag with full of grass and you're going to scare that fish away. He's not going to because you got 2 sets of treble hooks, right? So I'm thinking small frog, shallow water. Frogs are in this,
Right.
what is natural to this guy's where he lives, all right, basically. So I get a small little frog and I toss him on there and I pitch out there a couple times. It comes off the grass. He hits. If I had had enough resolve to wait just a couple seconds longer.
Let him eat it.
Let him eat it. And you guys know, you frog fishermen, you guys know, you gotta let that fish take that bait. And you gotta have enough patience within you.
It is.
It is so hard because you know it's a big fish. Okay, you know he just hit it. You get excited. Your heart starts beating. That's what we love it. That's what we love about it. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, it makes you start to tremble.
Oh,
and shit.
Yeah. You get all just tweaked out, man. I mean, I do. You know what I mean?
It's natural.
Yeah, it's natural.
Yeah,
it's a natural type of high. It's the best way I can
And
describe
it's
it.
you almost get scared because they hit it and you're like, whoa,
whoa.
you know what I mean? Yeah.
Your natural is to, let me set the hook. Well, you can't do that. Not when you're frog fishing like that. You just can't.
But what you did?
I did. That's exactly what I did. I thought I gave him a second or two.
He did that for the viewers here, just so he could tell you this.
Yeah. So I saw the frog go under. I thought I gave him just enough time, but I got too excited. And I set the hook, and that little frog said, over my head and around. All right. And I'm like, it's awful.
I lost my chance.
Lost my chance. Well, I gave him a little bit of time. I kept pitching it. He did hit again, but he was hitting through the grass. So I knew that ratio hookup was probably 30%. Okay, so that I'm going to let that one slide. But the first one was my opportunity. It was mine to lose. And I lost it.
Yeah. Well, that's what keeps you fishing.
Right. It is.
You know?
It is.
Yeah.
But I'm guessing I saw that fish from 30 feet away.
And you know, every fish you don't catch is an 8-pounder.
Right. Every one. If you don't catch it, it's at least 8 pounds. Yeah.
Broke my line.
Yeah. 100%. 100%.
Yeah. That 10-pound test.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. But man, it was a lot of fun. And we'll go.
There was some crazy shit back there, though.
Yeah.
Because I never actually saw what it was, but I'm 99.9% sure it was another big snake.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it was like going through all the grass that was, the grass and leaves and things that were growing through the water.
Yeah.
It was going through all that and fighting stuff or eating stuff. I don't know what it was doing, but it was attacking things.
Yeah.
Hungry.
And then it'd go to another spot and it'd try, I don't know, it'd just make commotion.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know.
I remember you
But don't swim this way.
Right. I remember you saying, I think that's a big snake over there or something. Yeah.
That'd be a good reason not to fish alone.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
You got a couple new people on. We're back up to over 830 viewers out here. Shout out to everybody watching. Thank you. Yeah. Normally they only have like 150, 200, but they got a guest on tonight.
All right.
Yeah.
So make sure you give me the thumbs up and like. Not just for the fish shirt.
Right.
But yeah, I don't know if you want to recap any of that stuff. Give some of the new viewers on there a little bit of what you went over today.
Sure. We got Dr. John Boyle. He is our guest for this week. He's on the show. He's been telling you guys, listen to the stories and stuff. He's a really cool guy. We talked with Trinity about catch some relief products. You guys got an awesome little promo code. Check the comments for that if you're interested.
Welcome 20.
Welcome 20.
Welcome 20.
Yep,
that's right.
If you
catch some relief.
If you want some CBD pain type products, we gave a review of what we used over the last couple weeks. They have helped us. We both have our own issues. Jeremy's knees, my ankle. It did help. It really did. So check them out. Show them some love. Yes, sir. I thought you were pointing at something.
Oh, no. I was just getting my hand out of the way because he was trying to read.
Shout out to Sarah. She joined us just recently.
Sarah Swindell.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool.
That's Chris's neighbor.
That's my neighbor. Yep.
That the one you like or the other one? Just kidding.
Yeah. Shoot.
I was the only one drinking water when we were reviewing the what we're going to go over. Man. They're drinking water. I'm over here drinking. I was like, I'm going to go live.
Right.
Going live.
We will be doing a Twisted Hooks giveaway of some of the stuff that you see here up front.
A stick and a jar of the extra strength cream.
Yep. So we'll give you more information coming up.
Keep looking on the social media. We'll have the info for that coming out.
We haven't really decided when yet. So
soon.
It's coming.
Real soon.
Yeah. Reel.
this week.
REEL, reel, soon.
What I got a kick out of was how that guy drove down here and you guys helped to hook up his canoe.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what he's talking about. Scott. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, man. I like
cool.
doing that stuff. Nothing that we did he couldn't have done himself. He's a smart guy, you know what I mean? He's already working on stuff, you know, that I haven't played with, but it really interested me.
Yeah.
But he was like, no, you've done two boats of, you know, similar kind of work.
Yeah.
So he came down, it went smooth. It went real smooth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yep.
Oh, yeah,
That's where that bottle of Jack came from.
Oh,
It's from
sweet.
Scott.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Scott.
Scott knew that we needed some liquid courage to look at you and talk to you.
Yeah. I get camera shy, man.
We have to keep constantly telling the audience to calm down in the background.
Yeah.
We don't pay them, though.
That's right. You can't hear them
The studio
right
audience.
now. We got a good mic.
Yeah.
They're supposed to be holding my cue cards up, but they're failing miserably.
Yeah.
Amanda.
We went over the Venom tackle highlight this week of the Glimmer Series hidden weight spinner bait.
That's right.
Kind of flows right out the mouth pretty good.
I can't say that now.
Yeah. It was pretty hard for me at that point.
I mean, it's a double willow blade
Yep.
spinnerbait, and they got the ones with the gold and the silver blades. But last week, Saturday on Weiss, the water was really cloudy, really muddy.
Yeah.
And I didn't actually expect that. I thought it was going to be a little more clear. But I'm glad that I had that spinnerbait on in chartreuse with the chartreuse blades because it stood out.
Is that the one you did the live feed on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's available if you search down their site.
Yep.
You'll see that in
VenomLures.com.
Well,
and you can
that-
see the video on my page.
Yeah, Jeremy Coughlin Fishing.
That's
Make sure
right.
you go and visit that page, like that page, watch every damn video that he makes because he makes some kick-ass videos.
Thousands of dollars in mistakes.
He makes some kick-ass videos, y'all.
Well, you know, if you drop the $300, $400, $500
Oh,
on
yeah.
a rod and reel setup,
Oh, yeah.
and then you're fishing for something different, it's like, well, dang.
Right.
I'm looking at, we counted, 18 rods here on the wall, and
Oh,
I've
yeah.
got another dozen on his canoe.
Yeah.
So, you know, some of it's trial and error, so take advantage of the experience sitting here in the room.
Trial and
Oh
error.
yeah, it's
Those
100%
online
trying.
adding in,
I
I
mean,
mean, they'll get you up and running.
we started fishing and we fell in love with it, and then
Walmart specials.
and then we started doing research.
Walmart specials. Hey,
Yeah,
why
yeah.
am I breaking rods? What can I do to not break? I can tell you.
Makes a good beer fridge handle, though, when you do it.
Right.
Yeah, 100%. You know, so
99% of the luge rods that I have bought have not broke.
for those of you new viewers, if you go to the Jeremy and Chris Twisted Hooks page, you will see us in kind of, for lack of a better term, midget form. We're kind of small body with big head.
We got the bobbleheads.
We got the bobblehead going on, which I love it. I think it's awesome.
My cheeks are too big for that.
But what you do see, I don't remember if it's on, I think it's on the right. If you're looking at the computer screen, it's on the right hand side. There's a little sign that says on air.
Yeah.
And on top of that on air is a beaver like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a whole nother story.
That's a whole nother story.
That's a whole nother story.
You can check that out too on the Instagram feed if you want. And I think you shared it to Facebook.
It's on YouTube.
It's on
It's on
YouTube.
Facebook. It's on all of it.
Yeah, it's hilarious. So,
Kyle Anderson did a great job editing the video.
yeah,
You'll
he did.
see me having a conversation with Chris about a killer beaver.
Yeah.
And then you'll see me showing you how a self-inflating PFD works.
Yeah.
Yeah, so in 50-degree water.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So it's
It was good.
He was wearing the GoPro that day. I don't have a GoPro. He's got the GoPro. So you can hear him talking to me, but you don't see me in any of the videos.
No,
But
he's there.
I'm there. And you
He's coming at you now, bro.
Yeah, he's coming at you now. Well, he's talking to me, and I'm like, okay, you know what I mean. So I'm there. You just don't see me, which is cool,
Right.
because you didn't get to see me fall in the water, which I did too.
He did earlier. That
He had
day,
us
but,
crying when he was telling the story fresh out of it.
Oh,
Yeah.
it was cold.
Crying.
It was cold.
It was cold.
I don't give a crap who you are. 50 degrees is
It's
cold, son.
Yeah,
Yeah.
beavers are big.
That thing was 50 pounds, man. I don't know.
They made beaver coats, damn it.
Yeah,
When
dude.
when I went in the water, man, I had to work my testes back down.
Yeah.
They were up here.
They're
dude.
like,
yeah.
Yeah,
know
you're
what I
in
mean?
their world.
yeah. So after the beaver passes him, and he comes around me. He goes under the front of my kayak and goes over into this huge beaver palace. I mean, this thing was 8 feet wide, 4 feet tall, huge. I mean, he must have had a family of 10 beavers in that thing. I have no idea.
Yeah.
I'm making up crap right now. But it was just, you just need to check out the video.
100%.
100% check it out. So we've kind of got a impromptu mascot with the beaver, I think.
Yeah. We've seen it every time we've been out. I've seen a beaver.
Yeah.
Since then.
Yeah.
Every time.
So
I got a joke, I can't tell.
Well, I mean, this is an adult audience.
I am way too married for beaver jokes.
yeah.
And you don't want to make any jokes about that beaver.
We got a beaver in our backyard a couple years
Do you
ago.
really?
One of the dogs, a coyote, got one, tore it up a little bit. The coyotes used to come through in a pack. We annihilated a few of those. Sorry if I'm offending some of you guys, but when your pool is about 50 yards away from the woods,
right,
and the coyotes are up drinking out of your pool,
right,
and your wife
That's
goes down there like 6 o'clock in the morning to clean the pool, you don't need that.
No.
So me and the boys went out there and laid into them a little bit.
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, they got hold of that one beaver and he didn't survive. The other one's still there in the backyard.
Wow.
And it, tail easily 2 foot long.
Oh,
It looks like from a distance.
Right.
Now somebody out there's going to fact check me and say they're only 18 inches. Okay, but
it's a big,
yeah. I don't care what kind of facts you got. That beaver that I saw in that video, it stood on a hump 15 feet in front of me, and its shoulders were as wide as mine.
They chew trees down.
I'm telling you, that was Beaverzilla.
Yeah.
I thought I was going to be in the Gunnersville Times, fisherman killed by beaver.
Mauled by beaver.
I was like, what do I do, bro? Hell, I ain't never faced a beaver like that.
Right.
Like I saw in that one movie once, Paddle Faster.
Well, that was the thing. We could not do that. We were
in water as wide as our kayak.
Yeah, and it was this deep.
Yeah.
So it was a situation.
It was like a sidewalk of water.
It wasn't open water.
No.
You know what I mean? It was like 4 foot tall grass all around us, and we had about that much space of water of this like little stream to kind of go through, and we had to go over a couple beaver dams. Mm-hmm. Okay, so it's not like one of those things where you could just do like Fred Flintstone and pow and go. No, it was like
you don't want to lose your gear over it either.
Oh, no. Dude. I mean, it was like...
It was stay in my kayak or get out of my kayak and jump in the water.
Right.
The water was literally... I couldn't even turn my kayak around. I had to paddle backwards. That's how thin the water was.
Yeah. Talk about skinny water. That was the epitome of skinny water. It's as wide as your kayak. I knew... In my mind, I knew if I followed this path, it was going to open up to this area that we wanted to fish just on the other side of all those cattails. And it probably would have...
didn't.
It probably would have had the water not been 3 feet lower than what it typically is. You know what I mean? So the water was down 3 feet. So those cattails, that water we should have been in, we should have been seeing the tips of those cattails coming out of the top of the water. No. What we saw was the stalk down at the root, and the cattails are up here as we're coming through.
Yeah, you're just fully immersed.
Oh yeah,
we're just engulfed in cattails. You know what I mean?
Kevin, I like to have beaver up and around this area as well, so I know what you're talking about. Yeah, that's what he said. Make good hats.
Yeah, absolutely, they do.
I do got a beaver hat.
Cheek warmers.
Cheek warmers.
You know, whatever.
Yeah.
One in a card game. Not that I play cards, but
Ryan said the package will be on its way tomorrow. Should have it by the weekend.
I told you earlier. Yeah. I went ahead and told him, Ryan.
All right. Well, he just said it. It's not like it's a secret.
Not anymore. Or initially, it was supposed to not be told to you.
I don't care.
That was a request by Ryan. Okay.
Ryan, I want to kiss my ass.
I told him anyways because I just can't hide that.
Yep.
Okay. But last but not least,
what we got going on?
Every week we hit you guys with this.
Every week
we're going to hit you guys with this. This is the inaugural Twisted Hooks and NACA fishing tournament for Burns Victims Units. We normally talk about it. I don't know if you're comfortable doing that, Doc.
Yeah, we earlier in the show might have said a little bit about it.
For sure.
So, with Doc being personally, I mean, Jeremy's married into the family. He's personally involved. I'm a friend of the family, personally involved. But you can't get more personally involved than this man right here.
Yeah, I don't even know where to start. Where we're going with it. How much time we got?
So, I mean,
the big story is how God's been working every step of the way. My son James and his friend Natalie and 9 or 10 others were at a party, and one person poured a little accelerant on a fire. It was a slow burn stuff. Went and got the real gas. Long story short, explosion.
Right.
Something that everybody's had a little flare up around their foot or lighting a stove. You get a little flare up on the hand. You don't expect it. It can happen. Well, they didn't expect it, and it engulfed them. That, of course, then caused secondary explosions with the accelerants in the area. And the 2 of them were life flighted, thank God, to Vanderbilt University, which they received top care. It was touch and go for a while. They both survived. They're both here with us, beating all the odds. The one young lady was severely burned and traumatized through it, her family as well, my son James as well. And the biggest thing was how they maintained their strength and their faith in God throughout it all. So God's got this is a very, very personal thing to us. And what we're doing is raising awareness. Like, 30 years ago I worked in a burn unit. And I was going through my medical training, and I was like, man, I don't want to do that. And the doctors involved in my mentoring, so to speak, Dr. Licciardi, Dr. Andego, and other ones, mentored into me. They saw where my heart was. So they mentored me by putting me in those situations to see what I wanted to do. And after spending a week in a cancer ward, I was like, whoa. Then a week turned into a month in a cancer ward. And then the burn unit for 6 weeks. They made amazing advances in the time period of 30-something years. So it was hard to see my own son go through that, my own family going through that. He's doing well. He's out now, 130-something days in ICU, intensive care unit, under complete lockdown, where we would glove up, mask up, suit up. Everything was covered. Boots, hats. The only thing they didn't make us wear was eyeglasses, for crying out loud.
Yeah.
We did that for 130-something days. My wife was amazing, stayed with him. We rotated back and forth, did what family does, you know. And he's out now and doing some localized care and goes back and forth for procedures. So those that don't know is burn survivors have constant therapies, needs as well. Not just physical, but emotional and such as well. And there's a select few people, a lot of the veterans know what they're going through or have experienced that with their own veteran families of extended, people. And then there's a select few citizens that arrive in that same environment. And so that awareness is that there are people out there. A lot of times you don't see them because of the physical scarring. So this is in a way that they're going to do some support and fundraise for it and bring a little bit of notoriety to it, and help them come out of their shells and experience stuff. James went from a bodybuilder to a burn survivor in a matter of moments, it's kind of one of those things that he's handled better than a lot of his friends and family have, honestly. And,
I would agree.
100%.
And talking to a mutual friend of ours, came down from North Carolina. He's Army now, and speaking to a man to man, he has that way. He's been a coach for many years. That's how we first met.
He was actually
Jeremy
watching here earlier.
Was he?
Yeah.
Big
Sure.
shout out to Coach T. Thank you, sir.
Coach T. Truck.
He's able to talk to the kids on a level that a parent can't, and was instrumental in helping him form his thoughts that carried him through the next couple of months and now into the recovery phase of it. So we met our initial goal. These guys were phenomenal with that. It was prosthetics. So in the course of his actions, trying to remove the gas can out of the seam, my son took the second blast and he lost his fingers in it. So he's got prosthetics coming. So that was our first need. And after he's alive, is what can we do to help him be all that he can be and do? And it opened our eyes up to the other needs where people don't have that same support system. So we're hoping to bring a little bit more notoriety to it. Vanderbilt has 100 active patients at any one time going through the first 2 years of surgery. That's just Vanderbilt alone. When I say active, those are people that have survived greater than 60 to 70% burns. Most of the 50% and less return back to their hometown and go through whatever they can get there.
Right.
And some of it comes down to awareness, and unfortunately, a lot of it comes down to what's your ability to pay for it.
Right.
And they dumb it down to your financial status. So whenever we get faced with this, we ask not what's the insurance company's going to cover or what's the cheapest option, what is his best option.
Right.
Right.
So we ordered prosthetics for his hands. It's going to be like a bionic set of fingers. Originally they wanted us to cut it off at the wrist, and I just couldn't do that. I wanted, if he chooses to do that in his future, that's his decision.
Right.
As a parent, I couldn't do that to him, but he's been thriving since then. God has turned every obstacle into a victory for him.
That's awesome.
And that's where we're at. But anyway, I could go on about the story because there's a lot of things where God has shined down, and boom, from putting CBD products in our pathway where we were able to use that, to stem cell products, to cytokines, and that's been an amazing recovery. So in his case, there's only a handful of people in the United States that survive the level of severity as he has, and it's a select few, and very few, and even overseas where there are different things. So that little club he's in, so to speak, is and we look at what he's able to do ahead of time. So his wound healing went from, it's going to take home care is going to be 3 months with open wounds.
Right.
Open wounds, like open, top to bottom.
Like get sick quick, like now.
10 days.
Right.
Yeah.
Almost less than 10 days, and it was down to a couple of spots the size of a dime on him. And now most of the spots is from him trying to regain range of motion. He'll burst open his skin to do that. And so he's a true soldier when it comes to that, as far as what he's willing to do it. So they tell him to do it, he's going to do it until he literally rips his skin. Not many people can voluntarily do that to themselves, and
No.
Right.
these kids and people do that on a regular basis just to regain their functionality.
His mind is strong.
Oh,
100%.
amazing! So
100%.
Thank you for those that have poured into that. I've been following the story with that, and for those that don't know, we're going to come out and make this more of a victory tour as well, and try and raise some money for the people down here in Huntsville and the surrounding area. When I say local for local, that's exactly what it is.
That's it.
And hope to have a few other survivors at various stages out there. And the true testimony to a survivor is the one that doesn't look like he was burned or she was burned.
Right.
Sure.
And that takes a lot of work and dedication, and submitting themselves to surgery after surgery to get that polishing effect, to get that level of recovery. And so many people aren't afforded that opportunity, or emotionally don't have the support to go and submit themselves to the next procedure because of the pain involved.
Right.
So thank you for putting this together, guys, and we're going to try and make it a big success and fish that lake out.
Really,
Yeah.
I just want James to come fish, man.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
If he has that ability, I want him to come catch a fish.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny that you mentioned like the ability. There's a fisherman out there with little to no arms or legs,
Oh yeah.
and he's semi-local here. He's fished out. I'm sure you guys have seen him in some of the tournaments and whatnot. He has spoken at our church. There's those little things that people that put in your pathway that we as a family reflect back on to gain strength through that moment.
100%.
And just when we're on a down step or whatever, you said something to me that uplifted me. You don't even know what my struggle is, but somebody put something in your head to say something to me, and you guys just showed up and made Thanksgiving real for us, Christmas real for us. He went, you all noticed, but they went way out of their way. He sourced food from everywhere to try and put it together, not just for us, but the other people up there. And it was overwhelming. I mean, I've come to grips with crying in public now, which a lot of people don't do, but now I'm coming to grips with that. It's just, if it happens, it happens.
Right.
But those kind of things where you're overwhelmed by that support, and the community at large has been phenomenal for these kids. There was the other ones that weren't as severely physically scarred, but the emotional scar of watching all that take place is something very few people are ever prepared for. But anyway, that's my ramble.
No, you're good, man.
Appreciate you all. Thank you.
So yeah, this is the inaugural. Hopefully, we're able to get a lot of support from you guys. We want you guys to share it.
Where can we go to see it?
You go to Jeremy and Chris Twisted Hooks events or NACA events.
That's right. North Alabama Kayak Anglers
events. Okay.
They partnered with us so that we could get more eyes on the event.
Yep.
And get more butts in the seats, basically.
And that's what it's all about. Is come out, help support these guys,
Have some fun,
and help these families deal with all of this expense that they got. I mean, it's I don't even want to know. You know what I mean? I don't even. Yeah, we'll just leave that alone. You know what I mean? But if you see a Burns victim out there, you see the physical remnant of what they went through.
Right.
What you don't see is the spiritual and emotional scars that are inside of them that they had to go through.
Right.
And I know I've been hurt myself. Okay, I've never burned, but I've been hurt myself. The physical aspect of it is difficult.
Yeah.
The emotional aspect and spiritual aspect of it, for me, was harder.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's something that you see them on the outside don't see. You know what I mean? So, and not only does that for that person, but their family that they have to go through. So, September comes around. We're going to have food trucks. We're going to have a bunch of different things going on. Come out if you're anywhere around. Support. If you can't be around, his pops has thrown down the challenge.
Right.
He's written checks to both families.
$100 each.
$100 each.
Thank you.
We've got other guys coming in. Ron.
Check from Ron Biggs for $100 to give $50 each to each.
Yeah.
To each family, direct. It has nothing to do
That has
with the
nothing
pop
to do
for
with
the
the
tournament.
None of that. That's going straight to
money
the
straight
families.
to the families.
Yeah. You know what I mean? If you can, do it. If you can be there, even better. You know what I mean? Come out and support these guys.
And it's all ages.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if you got kids, you know, if you're in a wheelchair. I got buddies in a wheelchair, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't matter. You don't have to be on a boat. You can just pull up on a dock on the bank and fish.
Yeah.
And it's a stocked pond.
It's a stocked pond. Madison County Lake.
Okay. And it's all ages. It doesn't matter. All we want you to do is come out.
Right.
You
and
can't
support.
fish it out. It's stocked. They keep rebuilding.
No, 100%. I mean, you've got multiple options. You can fish from the bank. You can bring your kayak. If you've got a glitter rocket, you can bring that thing too.
You just got to use your trolling motor.
Yeah, you can't use your gas motor.
That's
okay. Right. If you've got a kayak, did I say that? Or you got kayak, you can do that.
They got John boats.
They got
for
John
first
boats.
come, first serve.
Right. They got John boats that has a little trolling motor on them, so you can rent that too. You know what I mean? So you've multiple ways for you to get out there, and we're hoping that the turnout is great, and we can help you guys. You know,
just that support is so amazing. You see people coming out there, and it kind of gets you out of the house. It's real easy to just stay sheltered up. I think a lot of people will be surprised how many of their neighbors have something similar going on in their lives, and they just stay home.
Yeah.
Right? They just, they shelter down instead of getting out and be, participating in all that God's got for us out on the outside.
Well, mid-September, that's about the time the temperature starts to go down a little bit, so it's a little more enjoyable to sit outside. You know, that's why September 19th, we chose that time of year so that you want to get outside.
Right.
You know what I mean? You want to hang out outside.
Not July in Alabama at 105 degrees outside in the shade. You know what I mean?
At 7 in the morning.
Yeah, it's not December or January where it's 14 degrees outside. You know, so it's that fall time of the year. Also, the fishing is good during that fall time of year.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? So the timing it should be good. Hopefully, you guys will come out and support it.
If you know a food truck or a vendor or a person that might be interested in either helping or donating, give them a shout. You know what I mean? Tag them in our video.
Yeah.
Tell them about it. Say, hey man, you need to go do this. Whatever.
We've reached out to a bunch of different people.
We're still working it.
We're still working it.
Still working it.
Yeah, we're still working it. I mean, but we've reached out to a bunch of different people. Some have been dead ends. Some have been, we're in. So we're going to just keep working it and get what we can get. You know what I mean?
From day one.
Yeah.
The kayak store. Tony Dean. He said, whatever you need, I'm in.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yep.
We reached out to
Venom Lures.
Yeah.
Sent you probably can't see it, but there was a crate of lures and things and a gift card all for this event.
Right.
It's all going to get given out at this event for free.
It's weird because he started talking to people in NACA. I started talking to people in NACA, and they both were like, "We're in."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that sense of community support.
From Iowa all the way in.
That's
Yeah,
right.
from Iowa. You know what I'm saying? It's just, oh man.
Is there any lakes in Iowa?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a river.
Quite a few.
A river runs through it.
If you're thinking about getting into kayak fishing and you're around our area, NACA is a great, great series.
Yeah, they are.
You don't have the drama that's in a lot of the other things. You know what I mean? They also have a demo day once a year that is this month. I don't know if it's this coming weekend or when it is. I think it's in May.
Check the page.
But you can go out, people like us, bring our kayaks to a particular area, and if you want to get on it, you go get on it and you try it out. And you can try out all tons of different kayaks for free.
That gives you a really good sense of what you want, what you like. There's Jacksons, there's New Canoes, there's Hobies, there's Ascends, there's Vibes, there's all kinds of these different type of kayaks that you can go and sit on in the water and try out.
And then decide to get a new canoe.
And then exactly. Because you can do in a new canoe.
These guys actually stand up and fish in those canoes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's some people that have trouble sitting in it. When you're looking for a canoe and you guys just standing fishing in it.
That's me.
Everyone just sitting.
Yeah.
That speaks volumes.
I can't sit all day.
No.
My legs and knees start to hurt so bad, I gotta stand up.
Yeah. Well, not only that, I mean, for me, fishing obviously is easier standing than it is sitting. You know what I mean? It took me a little bit of getting used to sitting fishing because when you're bank fishing, you're standing. When you're in a boat, you're standing. You know what I mean? So to go into a kayak and sit and fish, casting's different.
Oh yeah.
Everything's different.
Oh yeah.
The whole mechanics is completely changed. So yeah, I naturally want to be standing when I'm
shooting out of a tree stand.
Yeah, 100%. It's a wholly different deal. So, but you can do both in those type of kayaks, man.
That's right.
Absolutely. So,
I think that's about it.
thanks.
If you haven't done so, and I don't think anybody has, tell us what the hell you's drinking.
Right.
Huh? In the comments, maybe take a picture. Selfie with your drink.
Yeah.
Or latest catch. In the comments, show us a fish. Show us a drink. Show us your kayak. Hell, I don't care.
Show us what you've been catching fish on.
Show us what you're working with.
Right. And we want to thank you, Doc.
Hey, I had a great time. Appreciate that. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you, Jeremy. And thank you, everybody out there in TV land.
We appreciate you coming out and taking the time away from your family right now.
Yeah.
Well, this is real America.
Yeah.
You know? When the rest of the world shut down, you guys rise up.
I mean, like we said, we ain't nothing special.
No.
We just, there's a lot of pros out there that have their
But are they sharing
skits and their things. But no, I mean, they're selling a product.
Yeah.
Right.
We're talking about products we believe in.
Right.
And that's where this stuff comes from. We're not paid to talk to you about the things that we talk about.
If it works, it's out here.
Right.
Yeah.
We're talking about because we believe in it.
Yeah.
Right? So, yeah.
Huge difference.
We want to share that with you
I'm not
guys.
saying Shaq can't come down and fish with us. I'm just going to call him out on another product.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
You need chiropractor help? Hazel Green Chiropractor. That's where you need to go.
Exactly.
Or
right now you got 834 people going, where's Hazel Green?
Google it.
We're just a short trip. Or I'm trying to think of what you're saying. Just yonder.
Just over yonder. On the other side of the back 40.
So he says over yonder way.
Over yonder way. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? On the other side of the back 40.
Scott will catch you later, man.
Thanks, Scott. We appreciate you.
All right, and everybody remember, roll tide.
Roll Tide.
ROWTYD.
ROW. That's right.
Have a good night.
Oh, snap.